load screen to go through. Hello everyone, Nubkex here, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, the White March Part 2, and the 7th episode in the entire White March series that we've played through so far here in Pillars of Eternity. So we've got a few quests that we got to do today, and we're going to try focus, I think, on some of the main quests here in the White March Part 2, which means going to find this raid Saren Fort, which is, I believe, just past, towards the north of Durgan's Battery. And again, we have to investigate, so we can do that. I think on the way, we're going to call into Wengra at Durgan's Battery that are repairing the cannons. I think it's a good idea to make sure that, yeah, these cannons could be a formidable weapon against the army from my vision. Yeah, I think having the battery and its defenses up and running is a good thing to do right at the start. So that's what we're going to do. Oh yeah, we've got Siege of Cragholt as well. We will get to that. We will get to that, never fear. But for now, we're going to pop down, pop to the north to see what's happening up there. We also have Maneha's quest, which should be nearby as well. The temple to Andra, the shrine to Andra. So we can see if we can get to that at some stage as well. I imagine we might bump into it on our way to where these dudes are. I guess we'll find out. So, let's go. Oh, we can actually go straight to the fort. We also have this Whitestone Hollow. We're gonna go to Durgan's Battery. Let's see what they've done with the place, and let's try to get those defenses up and running. Just in case, like meeting with the Iron Flail goes horribly wrong, it'd be good to have as many defenses as we can to deal with that. Yeah, they were also talking about stealth, right? They were talking about some sort of stealthy approach we could take, but we're really not very good at stealth. So I think we'll just go in. We'll try to, you know, we'll see what they're about, the Iron Flail. If, you know, we can resolve it diplomatically, we will, but we won't make it a priority. Also, it looks like you never can go through there, so I was totally wrong about that. I thought we could. Oh, we can hear the sounds of mining over there. Sounds good. We're double timing it across the map. Fast mode, plus no stealth. Fast as we can go. Someone was saying as well last time that we missed some of the areas within Durgan's fort, so we should have a look for that now when we're back. Oh look, we've got some workers here who are repairing the walls. Oh yeah, so they're repairing them, but they're not up yet. Repairing, but not up yet. Let's see.
All right then.
Can we find Overseer anywhere? A little lag spike there, not sure why. Oh look, we got a bunch of chests here that weren't there before. Cool, take those. Traps. I have a very strong feeling that we're going to be attacked at the fortress. I think that would be a very cool... Just because I think it's cool. It would be a very cool thing to do, right? Defend the fortress. What defenses have you built?
You want me to go back up there? After nearly losing my leg?
You still got it, don't ya?
Alright, what is this about? The back of the Orlan's head is a patchwork of singed green-brown fur and dark, scar-rippled flesh. She notices you and jumps back a foot. One of her staring eyes is gold, the other is hazel. She flicks her left ear, which is little more than a nub on her skull. Last, she relaxes.
I think we found Haravius' mom.
Ha! Took you for one of them red Sarens. Then I saw you had all your teeth.
Oh my god. She's shouting at you, but a friendly smile warms her face. She smells of sulfur and smoke. Also get more than half a brain. Oh my god. I'm Valerie.
Hang on, gotta talk into my good ear.
He yells even louder, swiveling a hairless but whole ear towards you.
Now what was... Say, ain't I seen you somewhere?
I reignited the White Forge. Oh my god, you can say so much stuff to her your mother has.
That's it!
Oh wow.
Felt those aftershocks all the way in Stalwart.
Closes her eyes rapturously.
Must have been a real sight up close. All that fire. Ugh.
Imagine flames everywhere and rumbling so deep it rattles your bones. Let's see, what are you doing out here? Let's tell her this. Imagine flames everywhere and rumbling so deep it rattles your bones. She might like that.
Sometimes I stand on the bridge to the mines just to feel the heat.
He trembles with feverish enthusiasm.
Ugh, I keep wanting to see the forge for myself, but the blacksmiths won't let me near it. Don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why. She scratches her arm. A clump of burnt hair falls to the snow. Bit of a... What's even the word for that? She's like a masochist, a pyromasochist. That's the word. I'm making it up now. It's a pyromasochist. What are you doing out here?
Oh, you know, clearing tunnels, blowing old barricades, just tidying up. But soon, I've got to start testing the cannons.
Her voice has dropped to a whisper, or at least her closest approximation of one. She clasps her hands together, looks at the high tower with a nearly religious reverence. What do you mean? Shakes her head as if at a wayward child.
They may be a small army, but they're still an army. Group out of Recitation, calling themselves the Iron Flail. We held them off a few weeks ago, but they didn't run far. Set up a fort in the woods, and I hear they're working on some really fantastic siege weapons.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Surely the walls can protect you. They've held for centuries.
I don't know. Something tore through that place a long time ago.
She jerks her thumb towards the double doors, gives you a meaningful look. Fair enough.
Anyway, we can stop them. Once we have the heavy cannons, that is.
Or 11. I've heard they could hit a target over 5 miles away.
Oh, I'd give my other ear to see that.
What is the problem with them, though?
They're all the way up there.
He points up at a tower that punches through the snow-bleared clouds.
I sent a crew to the tower, but they came back complaining about Skuldrak and the other nasties.
Okay.
Nearly took Colmar's leg off. Skuldrak did, I mean.
Alright, I could look into it.
That'd be a big help. I'd hate to let those beauties go to rust up there. And anything you find up there is yours. Battery's full of treasures, and the West Tower has hardly been explored.
That sounds wonderful.
Head through the door and up the stairs. That'll get you to that rampart.
Okay.
Yeah, Kulmar cleared the rubble before he took to getting himself conveniently injured. You should be able to work your way up to the cannons from there. Meantime, I'll check on our black powder stock.
Of course you will. Alright, nice. So we can get ourselves into the tower. Before we go there, let's talk to Kulmar, and let's see what this Logdar guy has going on as well. Kulmar. They're off here and in the mines. Well met, stranger. He scratches his head. Wait, I know you. You're the one that cracked this jelly jar in the first place. Ha ha! In that case, well met indeed. And thanks for the job. He leans forward to shake your hand. As he does, you notice that he's favoring his right leg, and his left hand is roughly bandaged. I shouldn't talk too long or I'll catch an earful. He glances over his shoulder. What happened to you? Bad hip got worse after a night with Kulmar's rotgut. He laughs, but he's wincing too. It'll heal. Just got to fix this place up before anything else falls apart. Alright then, farewell. Good luck with that.
Hey.
Oh, we can go to the White Forge. Very nice. Let's go to the Great Hall first. That's great. So we can just get straight to the White Forge, skip all the shenanigans, dungeon crawling. That's good. So someone was saying that we missed rooms in the White Forge. I wonder if they're talking about this western hallway. I know that you're missing some of Garrow's helmet. Hello.
Let's keep quiet.
Going stealthy here. It's looking very nice. Oh, actually. Hello. Yeah, we got some secrets. We got some secrets here, team. So we're kind of like re-exploring this place. Large streak pots and dirty cups are stacked next to a note. I cook, you wash. We've all left those kinds of notes at one stage. We've got a way down to the White Forge. Lovely. They got some workers here. The place is looking great. Place is looking great. Got some more stuff we can take. I'm looking for some Durgan steel ingots. Anyone got any of that nice Durgan steel? Durgan steel? I'd love some Durgan steel if anyone's got any. What's happening over here? Okay, we've got a chest in there. That sounds good. Core ball.
I can do that.
This is locked.
That's
Oh, I can unlock it. Let's unlock this as well.
That's settled.
Hello. Do not remove any equipment from the armory without permission from Arms Warden Maroon or Captain Gregor.
I can do that.
I think I missed this the first time through, guys. Oh, Durgan Iron Ingot. Beautiful. We must have missed this the first time through. Battered helmet. Cool. Oh. It's Garrow's helmet. Yes. Nice. As it has twice before, your vision blurs and fades to black. When it returns, you find yourself on your knees, a shattered sword in your hand and a broken, battered helm in front of you. Your helm. You can feel blood pouring down one side of your face, and you know for certain that you'll never see out of your left eye again. Arrayed around you in a circle are other warriors, some from your tribe, the rest from an enemy tribe. They watch the combat in silence. You're going to die, old man. Your opponent is brash, but young and strong. Still think single combat was a good idea? You do. Last winter's famine took a heavy toll on your tribe, and your warriors were in no shape to fend off an all-out attack from its enemies. Single combat was your tribe's only hope, but not if you lose. Once again, the world stops, the memories trail awaiting your guidance. Oh wow. Take him down with you. Force yourself to your feet and toss away your broken blade. Summoning the last reserves of your strength, you charge your opponent. He's ready for you. His blade bites deep into your side, a mortal blow. He laughs, but the last laugh is yours. You're older and you are slower, but you're still strong. You seize the young warrior's head with a roar of triumph, snap his neck, and drop his corpse into the mud. You remain standing, sheer willpower keeping you up, until you're certain that you're the undisputed winner of the combat. Not until the last of the enemy warriors have left your village that you allow yourself to collapse. The last thing you ever remember is the hands of your people reaching out to catch you. Yes, it's all coming back. My sister, my reign, the end. Oh! He looks at his own spectral form with sad surprise in his eyes, watching it begin to fade. But I've only just seen it. There's been so little time to know what to make of it all. Farewell, Garrow. He sighs. The wheel has no patience, it seems. I entrust my helm to your care. You find Garrow's helm in your hands, whole and unbroken. Very nice. Farewell, my friend. That's cool. That's such a neat little story. Like this hero of old. So Garrow's helm is this. Garrow's core is 3 might and retaliation. Lovely. Lovely. Do you have any might and anything else? Don't think so. Tell you what, you would love some might, would you not? Garrow's helm. What do you have? Breakout. Uses stun duration. This gives you a resolve bonus. I think you have resolve bonus. You already have tons of resolve anyway. Need 2 intellect. You have resolve? What's this give you? Athletics, defense while stunned and prone. You have any resolve bonus going? You don't? Let's give you the Adra helmet. It actually matches her pretty well. I think it's a little bit better. Alright, cool. Frost Eye added. In the court of Bowing Ashes stands a towering Adra statue intertwined with living trees. Yeah. Dating back to the Angwithans, it is believed to represent an Orlan ruler of that lost empire. Though the natural progress of time has done some damage to it, the Glanfathans remember one act of vandalism against it from the early colonial days. During the chaos of the Broken Stone War, Adira explorers ventured deep into Air Glanfath, making their way to the court of Bowing Ashes, and scaled the statue to break loose a single eye, large as an Amawa's head and made of pure Adraban. Most of the members of that band were captured and killed by the Glanfathans, but the eye was never recovered. In recent years, rumours have spread through the Eastern Reach that a new owner of the eye has been attempting to sell it through covert markets. The Anamfatha of at least 3 tribes would reward anyone who recovers it. Intriguing. Who to send for that? Sagani might be a good one to send. Might work it out. Actually, you know what? Palagina. Be able to investigate that very nicely. Ooh, cannot disarm the trap, huh?
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
That's rather unfortunate. Oh, Aloth leveled up too. I missed that. Sorry, guys. Got it now. So he's got plenty of survival. We have 11 points. We give him more survival, which would get him close to the bonus damage versus flanks. I don't know if we bother, though. We could just get him some athletics. And I don't know. Some athletics, some stealth. Mechanics. I think that's fine. Calicot's Freezing Rake. Freeze damage, weakened, hobbled. Got lots of accuracy, which is cool. Piercing Sigil seems underwhelming. That's underwhelming. Wilting Wind. AoE with raw damage. This weakens, though. This one won't do as much damage, but it's weakened and hobbled. Black Bow is pretty cool. Let's try the Freezing Rake. Then we might grab him Sneak Attack, actually. Boost his damage a little bit. Already got pretty much everything else. Superior deflection, I don't think he needs it. Let's get him sneak attack. Sneak attack for everybody. Hobble them and sneak attack them. Ah, you've leveled up too. Maneha. Just boost your athletics and give you a bit of lore, a bit of sneak. Greater Frenzy is pretty appealing, to be honest here. Don't think she needs anything of that. Superior Deflection actually is probably the thing to go for. You know what? No, let's get a Greater Frenzy. So you're just even stronger while frenzied. Yeah. Full on beast mode.
Hey.
I dare. He's so much HP. Pillar of Holy Fire. It didn't do anything, it missed. They just can't hit him. Just a bunch of exceptional shields, nothing actually that good, funnily enough.
Keeping an eye out.
Yeah, we missed that room the first time through. We found it now. Here. Hot smells smoky.
If you say so. Got it done.
Okay, in here we've got some hatchets. And some stuff. We actually have an old guard's key. Probably would have opened up that door, but we were able to lockpick it. Let's see what Corbel has to say, shall we? Warm drippings simmer on the bottom of this pot. This dwarf gives you a quick nod as he smears the grease and soot from his fingers on his apron. A copper chain dangling from his ear sparkles red in the firelight. I know who you are. Wouldn't be in this place if it weren't for you. He rubs the chain on his ear, flashing a half smile. What can I do for you? What's it you do here? I'm running the excavation of the lower levels. And everyone else around here. Supplies, the kitchen, quarters. When you need something, you come to me. Alright, let's see the stores. Exceptional stuff. Oh, the White Crest Helm. Plus 3 intellect. Let's grab that. Very nice. And yeah, that's all we need. Thank you. Okay, great. So just in terms of how it matches, it would look like this. That's a really nice looking set of armor. That looks fantastic. But obviously this helmet is a bit better. What we could do is... like, you'd be pretty good with this cloak, right? That does boost your other defenses quite a lot. Put this on. I can give you the white helm. You look so ridiculous. But that's a good boost, right? That's plus 3 intellect for him. Which is quite lovely. What do you have? Plus 2 intellect and immunity to confuse. That's also quite good. Now, we should probably actually swap those. Because you could do a prayer against confusion. And Aloth, it bothers me that your hair looks so terrible compared to your portrait. That you look so different. Your portrait's amazing and your thing, that thing that looks bad. Alrighty, there we go. That's just fine and dandy.
Hey.
I wish they had again, I have to say, I wish they had these in the base game. It would have been so cool. It would have been so cool.
I'll keep an eye out.
To get matching helmets and stuff. That's one of, yeah, hopefully they'll do that more in PoE too. One of the nice things as well is that cloak and amulets are going to be 2 separate slots. I think you can hide stuff, like you can toggle to hide helmet, you can toggle to hide cloak, I think, probably as well. So you're going to be able to really have a much more customized appearance in Pillars of Eternity 2, which I think is fantastic. I really like that idea, because the cloaks are super cool. I'm a huge fan of them. It just makes sense to have a toggle. Same thing with helms. I'm a huge fan.
What did you say?
Nothing.
That's what I like about you.
Beg your pardon?
You don't talk much.
Teasing. Yeah, hopefully get a bunch more Durgan steel up here would be great. That would be great. And this is open now. Which is also very cool. Aloth doesn't need to see to cast spells anyway. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he'll be fine. But yeah, pretty much most of the changes I've heard about PoE 2, I like. Just call it Pillars 2, because PoE's a Path of Exile, which is We get someone confusing. Young Skull Drag. Oh look, they're flying. These are like the bat monsters, but these ones are flying now. Oh, I've got a lot of energy. Let's get to her. You come over here.
Mow it.
Yo, yo, yo. Okay, I think they're all dead. But no harm in the defensive mind web. Ah yeah, this is why the defensive mind web's a good idea. We're still in this fight. We're not out of the woods yet, team. Can you get in and get that buff too? There we go. There we go. Let's drop a knockdown on them as well. Amplified wave should be beautiful. Proc a bunch of sneak attacks as well. Beautiful. We can just probably spam amplified waves now, actually, can't we? Yeah, we definitely can. We don't even need to attack anymore. Revenant has joined us. Cool. Another amplified wave, please. That's awesome. As a cipher, we now just spam AoE damage non-stop. Very cool, very cool. Hey. Alright everyone, let's go stealth again.
The better part of valor.
I'm getting lazy. We're not microing much. The map shows the peaks and passes, okay. Mark choke points. Artillery lift notice. The artillery lift will be closed until further notice. The cogs are rusting and any failure in the mechanism could be catastrophic. Potion Master Andron is looking into patinating the cogs to make them weatherproof. Okay, so we want to do that before we try to repair this thing. Definitely don't want to attempt to repair and then just leave it permanently broken. That would be a disaster.
You're not.
This one looks pretty big. That Alot charging in. No, who's that? Oh yeah, you've got Alot's cap on. That's why it's confusing.
Getting through.
But you engage them and then drop a prayer thing on us. Lovely. I'm just gonna go for a. No, I'll save up for the. I'll save up for the Reaping Blades. They're just too good. That being said, she is being targeted a little bit, which is not that good. Drop the crit thing on us as well. You drop the faux AoE. It's so powerful, these top level spells. Got this. Oh, look at this. Hey. Now this would hit our own dudes, but that's pretty cool. We'll have to try that next time. Oh my god, look how much freaking focus we have. It's insane. Go again. Yeah. Wow. Late game Cypher feels so OP. It feels so OP. We just like supercharge one of our party members with the Reaping Blades. We get tons of focus. We can do defensive mind web so that we don't take any damage. Beautiful. Got one of these as well. Okay, let's go Reaping Blades her. Then, yeah, let's just stack stuff. All good. Maybe I should just drop a knockdown here. Trigger all the sneak attacks. Lovely, lovely. Knocking them down even more. More focus than I know what to do with.
Hey.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
Good thing you are freshly greased indeed. Ooh. Ooh, Mantle of the Excavator. 2 survival, 4 perception, 25 defense against poison attacks. That's fantastic. The Pargrunan are known not only as great explorers and builders, but also as experts in the field of mining. To survive perilous underground environments, they've developed a variety of cloaks, capes, and hoods that protect wearers from poisonous vapors. That's fantastic. That's really strong. He's got one that gives him like 3 perception and aura of stealth. Let's give you this instead. There you go, better cloak for you. And more perception. We could give this to her, maybe. She's got might +3. You have something that gives might? Oh, it gives retaliation, though. That's kind of worth it. Like, the perception might be better for her, honestly. Just so she can hit stuff loads. She already does enough damage, so let's give her perception, I guess. Where was it? Here it is. And the stealth, it's kind of nice. We got a might +3, also cloak is cool. Who wants might +3? I've got a bonus already. You've got defenses. Actually, might +3 would be pretty good for you. You don't particularly need those defenses actually anymore. So you take might +3. Nice. I mean, we could just put your shield on and then you're untouchable. Let's do that, so it makes his heals more powerful. I like that idea. Anyone need one of these things? There you go. I dare. Even better defenses for you. Enjoy. Nice. Very nice. Alright, let's keep exploring here. Let's see what this was up here. Bear in mind, once defensive mind web
know what I
kicks
love
in...
about travel? Learning new things about myself. Like my fear of heights.
Oh boy, so this is the way to get up. Let's explore first. Let's make sure we find everything that we might be able to use. But once defensive mind web kicks in, literally no one's defenses matter except whoever's got the best. So we just buff the crap out of Adair and then we stand near him and we're all untouchable.
If you say so. That'll do.
What? Forge Guardians, huh? Alrighty. You back up a bit. Yeah, wait till they're engaged and then come in. Bada bing, bada boom. We actually need some buffs here because we're pretty deep in. Let's actually come forwards. Let's drop the defensive mind web here because this could be a little intense in terms of us being attacked. You can, yeah, drop a paralyze on the back of these guys. Should be good. Hits. Should hit. Nice. Yeah, she's taking some damage there. Let's drop a heal. Let's drop this. Let's stay close with the mind web. Yeah, the mind web's fairly large, but like for example, he's not part of the mind web now. Yeah, we have to make sure that we position Valerie carefully in the middle of us all. Ooh, nice. Some Durgan steel.
All right, then.
If you say so. That'll do. I'll see
Let's
what's
see if there's
ahead.
any secrets in here. There may be. Yeah, I think what we'll do for Path of Pillars of Eternity 2 as well. I keep saying Path of Exile now. It's in my head. I'm going to we're going to play it a lot slower in combat. Going to play on hard.
Reminds me of a carnivorous peat moss in the living land.
Are we standing on like poison or something here? I think we hit a poison trap. A gas cloud. Okay, that's not good.
Not getting through.
We did not get in that buff, unfortunately. So we should drop another one. On the front line, hit these guys as well. Could be good. Gonna drop some reaping knives on her. And then when you instantly get so much focus, get the mind web up.
Of course.
So we are taking some sort of poison damage in here.
Just tasted breakfast.
Not good. Gas. So that room's just full of gas. Cannons are old as ice and banded by angular patterns and prayers to Abaddon. This had a dwarven lever. Okay, good. We'll need that, I'm sure. Lever request. This note is written in Frine's script. The lever for the artillery lift has broken again. I've been telling my men to be as careful as possible while using the lift, but it's difficult to keep your balance on the thing. One bad bump nearly sent a handful of them off the edge, and I'd rather they break a lever to keep their balance than fall off. Unfortunately, it was a clean break this time. We'll need this lever as soon as possible. Scrawled across the bottom in thick ink is an additional note. If your men stop taking up so much ammunition at a time, this wouldn't be a problem. This will be the last lever you ever get. Next time we're getting just a rammer.
I can do that.
Yep, that's fine.
That's settled.
What do we have in here? Looks like a way
Leave it to
outside. Intriguing.
Leave it to me.
Oh, nice. We've got our reaping blades to go already. Oh, did you not cast that? Oops. Cast that for sure, please. Mind web up. Get some knockdowns up as well. More knockdowns. It also does great damage too. It's mega powerful. Does defensive mind web, does it actually, is it a permanent AoE around me, or is it just people who get caught in it initially? No, I think it is probably just people that get caught in it initially. So it's actually very important that we just cast the initial AoE, and then it permanently buffs us from the looks, which is a big deal. Reaping knives on her. Okay, we've actually got a lot of things back here. Got an old Paralyze spell. You could buff us, that'd be great. Almost got the mind web up. Let's test this out. Let's move here a bit further forward. So you come in on this. Then Valerie, we drop a mind web. Make sure to get in here. So you're linked. And if we run you really, really far away, and you actually heart the thing these, you should crit them all. Oh yeah, it totally lasts forever. So Aloth has... Oh no, it doesn't. No, you have to still be close. So for example, Adair obviously has tons of defenses. And that's linking... Not linking Devil. We have to stay close to each other. Yeah, it's only when we're beside. So for example, if I now move in here. Oh, it just breaks it. Or did I not cast it? No, I've got defensive mind web, but it's not spreading. Oh no, it just takes a second to kick in. Now we've got the bonuses. So it's like just people near Valerie. So you just need to stay near Valerie. Gotcha. Good to know. Good to know. So it's just permanently emitting it and reapplying it near me. But if people leave, they're not going to get it anymore. Alright.
I can do that. That's settled.
Potions. Potions. Notes. Antron's notes. We knew a creature as disgusting. Who knew a creature as disgusting as a disease pudding could be so useful? Their ability to not only prevent metals from rusting, but to remove rust entirely is astounding. I can only imagine what sorts of contraptions we can devise without having to worry about exposing iron to the elements. As always, I get ahead of myself. Finding these creatures is already a chore. Keeping them properly contained is nearly impossible. I was lucky to acquire what I have, what few I have. What creatures are these? Ooh, Pyrgrunt Rust Dissolver. Very nice. Yellow gelatinous residue lines the bottom of the broken shoe. A normal hatchet. So we can remove rust from, like, the cogs or something. We have a trap here as well. Isn't that nice?
That'll do.
Charmed it. Hello. Vent pick. A stiletto. Which is actually Durgan steeled. And 15% chance to cast Flames of Devotion on hit, which is pretty, actually, fantastic. That's really good. Do your bypass. This stiletto was crafted shortly before the fall of Durgan's battery. In addition to its exceptional quality and the use of Durgan steel in its construction, it also features an enchantment that its previous owner used to ignite cannons and the occasional stove. That's really good. I mean, it's only exceptional, but that's a fine weapon right there. You could make her, like, use stilettos. Instead of this rapier. This one steals stuff. Like, we could respec her to use this, because this stiletto is already Durgan steeled, which saves us a lot of stuff. And she'll crit all the time. And she'll cast Flames of Devotion, which is bonus damage, which is pretty damn good as well. That would be really, really strong, actually. How's she doing with this? She needs to kill a whole bunch of enemies with Nitro. This is the problem, actually. You know what? It even doesn't matter what weapon she has, in a way. You know what? We just give her the crossbow. Fine soul, yeah. Kill 3 enemies with strong souls. Oh, NPCs are indicated by golden nameplates. Lol. Might as well give her this. She can just shoot people. And then she'll be beside Valerie, so that when we give her the reaping knife, she goes in. So we just like ignore her melee weapons. And she can just reaping knives. We just don't worry about it. That's the simplest option. Probably the best option. The lazy option. Just have her shoot in range, she'll be safe. We get the thing up, then she runs up with the reaping knives. You're through a hole and see a wide, sturdy parapet running along the wall. Several feet along the wall, you also see a broad crack. It appears to lead to another room. Look down. The wind whistles by your ears. The peaks of the White March rise below you, continue to the distance. Send someone there. Adair! Adair sidles across the ledge. He reaches the crack in the wall. A noxious, eye-watering vapor seeps from within. Let's use Might 14 to bash through the wall. He pounds on the wall. It's taxing work, and by the time the wall starts to give, his shoulder flares with pain. The masonry crumbles away, and a stinging vapor rushes through the breach. Adair holds a breath and clings to the wall as the rest of the gasp escapes. Alright, return. Enter the room. Alright, so we're in here now, and he's injured, is he? Yeah, wrenched shoulder. Lower attack speed and might. So that's cool. We got a way in and out there. And this doesn't have gas in it anymore, so that's cool.
I shall be discreet.
You already got everything out of it, but that's nice. Another way through, I suppose. This have to say about itself now. Cannons are encrusted with thick, pungent slime. Like, it doesn't look like there's anything else in here, anything going on. It's just an alternative entrance, I suppose. Which is also useful, I suppose? I don't know. So, with all this stuff, I guess we head over here. Oh, we still have one room over there, actually. Missed one room. Missed one room. And we've got checked everywhere here, then. This door actually just opens up. We are gonna rest soon anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Okay, Maneha, you go this way. You can get out of stealth. You know what? Might as well. You get in here. Yeah, get out of stealth. And you could actually just mine her avatar so you can actually cast against everyone. I'm gonna shoot this. You shoot this too. We'll try to kill this thingy. Aloth. Yeah, drop a thing on these guys. Paralyze them. Beautiful. Might as well deleterious yourself as well. Why not? Actually, how about we do this ice swipe? That could be fun. There we go. Big ice swipe. Cool, that's super cool. I like that a lot. That's actually super cool. And I forgot to reaping knives her. She goes reaping knives mode. That's all. I like that a lot, actually. I like that a lot. Alright, on the treatment and preservation of cannons. Page seems to be from some larger text. We now have a treatment to prevent our prized cannons from rusting outside. Potion Master Andron developed a solution that seals the metal, protecting it from cold air. We transformed the old armory into a patination chamber, where we can heat the solution into a gas. As the gas diffuses the chamber, it will build up a hard coating on the cannons. After a few weeks, the cannons will be ready for the elements. However, must be careful around the solution. One of the assistants scalded her throat from just breathing too close to the stuff. Okay. So we might get extra cannons out of that gas chamber that we opened up, it's my guess.
Margarin's fire
be cool.
light in
Dwarven
all
tome.
places.
Cool. Cannon range key. Cannon range key. Anything interesting in here? No, there is not. What's this, though? Oh, yeah, the delayed fireball. What spells do I have in here? We got this killing bolt, which is raw damage. Very nice, actually. Got this, which bounces around and CCs people. We've got the substantial phantom, wall of training. Yeah, that's all too good. And then we got great stuff there. Over here, we got a bunch of nice stuff. Death ring's actually kind of cool. Foe AoE crow damage. Pretty cool. Probably better than this. No, this is a really good debuff, actually. I should use that more. Too lazy to use this stuff. It's terrible. Aren't a flame. It's only an AoE. It's not a faux AoE. This one is also not a faux AoE, so we just kill ourselves with it by accident. AoEs. So we don't need the minor blights. We're not going to use that. The bounding missile we may end up using is jumping around. Noxious burst is pretty good too. That was just AoE. Also visage. Maybe console hots? Archer's delay of motion. Slows their attack speed. Not necessary. Sickens and terrifies anyone standing beside him. It's pretty cool. Get the bounding missile. Why not? We're here. Yeah, this is fine as well. Bunch of CC there. Yeah, it's fine.
Hey.
Alright, let's head upstairs. So, in terms of this, you just have to get to the top of the tower. We should be able to get there pretty easy. When we rest, we're going to lose our resting bonus, but it refills all of our spells and our health's pretty low, so I think it's a good idea. Damage versus flanked 2 is nice. I've got damage versus flanked 1. You could get like wilder accuracy, could be good. Let's just stick with damage versus flanked. It's fine. You damage versus flanked. You've got DR 3. We'll actually get you damage versus flanked. King Rolo, thank you so much for the cheer. Hope you're enjoying the stream. This looks good. All in on the damage. Kill stuff good. We want to kill stuff good. Alright, so here we've got a chain. Chain is rusted. Barely moves. Okay. Over here we've got gearbox strangely empty. It's missing a cog. On closer inspection you see a thin layer of yellow slime coating the gearbox. Put a new cog in. Looks ready to run now. We got the patinated cog. That's good. I guess we have to use the rust dissolver here. Lost that though. You pour the contents of the vial onto the chain. The solvent hisses as it dribbles down, melting the rust into a slick brown puddle. Heavy chain squeaks with movement. So now we can get up okay. Hopefully I don't need that rust. I didn't need that rust dissolver for the stuff upstairs. Put a torch into the slot. Pry bar. Fit the replacement lever into the slot. There we go. Clicks into place. Alright. Pull the lever. Here we go, boys. Hopefully we don't need any of those bits up here, like we didn't make a trade, but I think they sounded important. Awesome. The lift makes slow, jouncing progress. It lurches every few feet, the rusted chains groaning like the dead. It comes to a trembling stop. The entire platform swings precariously. A sharp metallic odor emanates from one of the winches. You hear screeching. At first you think it's coming from the winch, but then you realize it's coming from above. An enormous skulldrack swoops from the shadows. You feel the air from its passage as it whooshes past you. But before you can catch more than a glimpse, it's circling back, searching for you with ear-splitting shrieks. Rustling wings and a heavy musk alert you to the presence of more of the beasts. As they close, the platform continues to sway and bounce. Make a stand in the center, go to the edges, send someone to fix the winch. Make a stand in the center of the platform. The largest skulldrack dives to the middle of the lift. Its screeches turn to hisses as it spews sizzling acid across the platform. Uh-oh. It scalds you. Your own scream rings in your ears and you smell burning flesh. The smaller skulldrack zip past in tighter and tighter circles as they close. Meanwhile, the largest of the bunch is wheeling back, preparing for another attack. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just hold your ground in the center. He plunges towards the center again. Okay, howling in acid. It glides away, disappears, but the smaller skulldrack land on the platform and advance. Oh my god. Oh my god. So we got double scalded by acid. I was like, can we shoot it down? We've got like 2 people with really good bows. Can we shoot this thing down? We didn't shoot it down, it just scalded us twice. So we're gonna be super scalded, basically. How scalded is super scalded? Severe burn and a severe wound. Oh, half healing received. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, you know what? Go minor avatar. We're gonna drop a color D wall. I'm pretty sure it doesn't hurt us. So We'll be fine. Maybe. Or we could... We could drop one of the Chaos Orbs, which would jump around, potentially paralyze them and stuff. That might be better, actually. Just get some... let's get some CC up, like, ASAP here. Throw it there. Got good range on it. You... yeah, you can just go fight stuff. It's fine. Just shoot stuff with your bow. In fact, let's come into the middle. I'm gonna come into the middle as well. Maneha is there. Yeah, you can get in on that top of that Skulldrack. Why not? How long does Frenzy last for you now? Lasts 13 seconds. Might be worth frenzying at the start. We'll see. And Adair. Yeah, you can tank these guys. We can lock them down. Be good. Okay, they're coming for us. They're coming right for us. Alright. Discount Frenzy, that's fine. What I want you to do first... actually, yeah, the armor's good. This armor. Armor's fine. Oh shit, he got paralyzed. That's not good. Drop the Devotions of the Faithful. It'd be nice. He's stunned as well. That's not good. Drop the wall through this. Bear in mind, we can't actually get any healing, so this could be real bad. Now, he should be totally okay, so that's good news. You go Frenzy, girl. We need you to, like, wreck stuff now. Where are you? He's there. That's okay. This is Aloth being flanked and ganked. No, Frenzy, please. Aloth, as soon as you get unstunned, please give yourself the shield, actually. He's been paralyzed as well. Wonderful. Okay, there's the wall down. That's cool. Again, I'm hoping that's a faux AoE wall. It may not be. I don't fully remember. Let's get maybe this up. All defenses and damage reduction. That's pretty solid. Let's try stay alive here. Okay, I'm back up. That's good. If I can just shoot people, do some damage. Great. You know what? Switch your weapons here. It's time to go melee mode. Alright, we're back out as well. Can we do like a prayer against paralysis? Is that possible? Don't know that it is. We could drop, we could drop one of these things of fire. That would actually be great. Or we could drop the symbol of Magran, which will blind stuff. Yeah, that actually seems nice. And it's faux AoE. It is faux AoE. So be like, you wanna step on here with us? You wanna mess with us? You're gonna get burned! Magran, protect us. Magran MVP. We could even swipe these things. Friendly Skulldrack. We'll hit Adair, but Adair's fine. Actually, it's not even guaranteed to hit Adair. Adair, you're gonna be fine, buddy. You're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. We just have this overwhelming wave as well. What does that do exactly? Crush damage and stun. Oh yeah. Time for an overwhelming wave, Adair. Wreck these guys. Boom! Let's get a defensive mind web up as well. Here we go. I think Adair did get hit, but Adair's good. You can also call down Dancing Bolts, which is a faux AoE. It also has an Infestation of Maggots, which does more damage based on health lost. So we could, for example, drop it on these guys. That's just his items doing that. Maggots took them out. Beautiful. It's getting super laggy here. Alright, they're down. We got this, team. Got a couple of Skulldraks still around the place. That's okay, though. No Reaping Blades, unfortunately, but we don't need them. Alright, come at me, big Skulldrak. Come at me. We're ready.
Hey.
Maybe. Maybe we're not ready. Lots of Skulldrak ears. That's the sort of loot we're looking for. Collection of ears. We might want to rest here. Camping's not allowed. We don't want to rest here. What's this, by the way? Quest complete? No. Earnings, okay. Up we go. Where's the King Skulldrak? We just killed all of his babies. We killed his whole family. Gonna wipe out your whole fucking generation, motherfucker. That's a quote, if you guys know the game. You know, a good game.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
Freshly greased indeed. She's actually still vulnerable from burns as well. Camping not allowed. Wonderful. So we're going into this with half healing. And we just used some of our big spells. Great, you could drop a pan from up here and it kill a man. Lovely. Through the gap you see a widening stairs and the dull glint of more cannons. More cannons is good. Alright. So we're going into this, no rest. We're going into, there's the Elder Skulldrak. Here are the cannons. Okay, let's go. Right, Adair, you get out of stealth. I want you on the big dude, okay? Maneha, out of stealth. I want you on this side. Okay, there we go. Boom. It's minor avatar. Absolutely. You can attack this moon spider. I'm going to attack the moon spider too. You are going to give yourself the deleterious alacrity first things first.
I'm here.
Then we'll see what we do after that. We actually might do a big swipe through this area. Let me think about it. Or we could just drop a big paralyzing fireball. Here it goes. Boom, that was beautiful. What about a big swipe through them all now? Can't quite get the angle on it I want, but this would still do good damage. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, let's get our reaping knives up on her. And let's get like some big devotion things going here. That should hit everybody. Get us crits as well. I like crits. We could get some big buffs going too. Like we could drop some big fiery buffs on these guys. But I don't want to kill my own dudes. That would be a danger. We could drop another symbol of Magran. Like we could drop it up here. If I control these guys, there's still a few of them left. Let's do that. Help up there. Okay, we got the mind web coming. Let's go, mind web. We got the reaping knives going as well. Elder Skulldrak's down. And I've got more focus than I know what to do with once again. I think they're all down, boys. Think we did it. Took them out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. Dragon's Maw Shield. A soul-bounded shield. +1 enemy engaged. Lovely. Grants bash. Lovely. The shield was traditionally passed between dragon hunters to honor exceptional feats and kills. Receiving the Dragon's Maw Shield is one of the highest honors among dragon hunters. And over the years, it's been the object of countless bets, soured friendships, lifelong apprenticeships, and violent deaths. I mean, Adair already engages loads of dudes, but this could be pretty cool. Where's the shield gone? Did I put it in my stash? I think I did. We could give it to Pallegina also. Wait, where's the shield at? Who got the shield? Who got the shield? Not there. Soulbound shields. There's a crossbow. Did I not pick it up? I didn't pick it up. You take the shield. Nice. It does hurt the rest of... Oh, that looks super good, though. It does hurt the rest of his defenses a bit. It does give him bash, though, which is kind of nice. He does lose out some defenses. So, we lose out... This is really good. Defense while stunned and prone. And it gives bonuses to all defenses. This just gives deflection, bash. I think we stick him with this, yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, bind the soul. Do 300 damage to enemies with at least 75% endurance, or just do damage. Okay. He's going to engage loads of people. It's going to be awesome. This is damage reduction, healing. I don't want to give him different armor to match this, but definitely not that. That actually looks kind of cool. What matches the shield? This looks pretty good with the shields. But I guess we'll leave him in the white crest armor. That's actually really good, the effect. I didn't realize it was so good. This one reduces armor speed penalty, which is cool. Wicked Briars is a foe AoE that hobbles. Just stick him in, keep him in this armor. It's fine. It's fine. He's probably, to be honest, he's probably tanky enough as is. It's okay. This armor is Durgan reinforced. It'd be pretty good in this armor as well. Looks ridiculous though. Ah, cool. Alright, that's fine. Let's not min-max too much here.
Hey.
I think we're kicking plenty of ass as is. So, what's this? Engravings depict the Pargrunan's journey to the White March. All these cannons frozen and immobile. Let's see what this does. Oh, this is giant, like, skeletal hand holding that ball. You see that? Ooh, you turn the wheel and a gust of steam blasts you in the face. You stagger back and fall, spiraling towards smoke and flame. You find solid ground beneath your feet, even as the air around you is a haze of smoke and heat shimmer. Coughing, you bat acrid fumes away from your face. As you acclimate to the soot-choked air, you see flames leaping in the distance. Each flare bathes you with warmth, and even as you struggle to pick out the details of this place, something about it seems familiar. You can see little through the thick smoke, but the dancing flames illuminates a dragon's head cast in stone. It's the White Forge. As you start toward it, something massive comes crashing down in front of you. You leap back at the sound of metal slamming into metal and feel a deep tone ring through the thick air. Recovering your bearings, you find yourself looking at an enormous hand. It's dark and shiny with heat, but you see every bone, muscle, and tendon working in harmony beneath the bronzed flesh. The hand's owner is hidden behind clouds of smoke, but the hand itself is wrapped around a pole as thick and sturdy as a tree trunk. Okay, let's follow the arm? You try to follow the arm to its owner, but the heat and smoke overwhelm you. You turn back. Is that the smith god? What's his name? Abaddon? Follow the pole. You continue onward to see what lies at the other end of the pole and what's responsible for the clangorous music, just as the hand rises again. It swings back down in a perfect arc, a tower of metal smashing down ahead of you, raining sparks and glints of essence as another deep ringing note sounds. You realize that you're looking at an enormous hammer. The head glows with heat and essence, though the purple luster fades as soul energy sucked from the hammer into the work under it. Back the hammer. It's a block of black steel, as dark as a starless night, and shiny enough that you can see your reflection in it. It's a work of art itself, a study of simple yet perfect design. Get a closer look at the work. As the hammer rises once more, you dart forward to see what lies beneath it. A lone figure sprawls on an expanse of steel as smooth and broad as a lake of ice. The figure itself is enormous, a mage folk of twisted flesh and forged metal. Its arms end in two spiked clubs, and its head is a blunt, eyeless wedge. It opens its mouth and keens. The desperation in that noise reminds you of a newborn's fear and confusion. Air rushes at your back. You look up and see the hammer, its head once more glowing with essence, speeding toward you. Whoa. You awaken to the sensation of warm tiles beneath your face. You're prone before the boiler, which drones on, pulsing heat through the tower floor. But in the vapor that pulses from the boiler and pipes, you smell the fumes of the White Forge. That's spoopy.
That's rather dramatic.
Yeah. That's awesome, though. So these are, like, heated up now. They're gonna work. The ice is melted. The cannons are active. We can probably get back through here now. Maybe it melted? Maybe not. Nope. Alright, down we go. Oh, look, we can go wherever we want. Front gates, east tower. Let's go to the front gates. So nice, we can just have total access. You can go wherever we want. We could get some Durgan steel if we wanted now, and we could, like, Durgan steal more stuff. We need, what is it, 3 ingots? Michael, hello, welcome to the chat. We need 3 ingots, I think, to make a bar, and we need 2 bars. We need 6 ingots total. I don't think we have. Here in crafting, would it not? Probably here in other. Where are my ingots? Here? Maybe it's quest items, actually. We've got 3. So we could Durgan steal 1 thing. Don't know if that's worth it. Wengra.
That was incredible! Whole forge spit flames when you did whatever you did. And the smoke! Ha! I saw it from here. And now to see about these cannons.
She rubs her hands together. She starts for the door, but then she remembers something.
This is for you. Found it while we were cleaning out the battery.
Thank you.
Headed up the tower. Gonna make those cannons shine.
What she give me? How hard is the White Marsh expansion? It's definitely harder, for sure. What did she give us? I don't see anything new here. Did she give us more Durgan steel, maybe? Oh yeah, she did. 2 more, so we got 5 ingots now. Alright,
Hey.
when we get 1 more ingot, we can go back and we can Durgan steal some stuff up. I think we head back now. I think we've done pretty much all there is to do. So let's go. Yeah, in terms of side quests, so let's go do the Iron Flail stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Actually, we should pop back to town and rest, because we're kind of in bits. Yeah, the White March is definitely, it's harder than the base game, for sure. Tougher enemies, bigger fights. But then you get some really powerful here, so that balances it out a lot. But, I mean, we'll see how we fare when we face the Alpine Dragon. I'm still pretty intimidated by that. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Okay, back to Stalwart. Yeah. We're gonna rest. We're gonna head to the Iron Flail, guys, and see what we can do about that. Trying to think of when we'll squeeze Cragholt in. I want to make some more main quest progress here today. We might do Cragholt later on today, once we made some main progress. That's probably the best way of doing it. Yeah, like the Durgan steel is hard to come by. It is probably worth respecking our rogue into stilettos. We have a couple of good stilettos, do we not? We could just leave her with this, which is solid enough. Bell tongue though is pretty good too. It just doesn't do much damage. If we could just give her this stiletto, we can enchant it up to... We can't make it superb. We've got no Sky Dragon's eyes left. We need a Kraken eye. Probably make that worth it. Like, and it could be quite strong. But 13 to 18, this is 13 to 18 as well. This gives you bonus accuracy. This gives you UR bypass. Flame to Devotion's quite nice. I guess like this is also good. Stealing attack speed. Now, you know what? The Spell Tongue stealing attack speed, that's really strong. We'll just stick with that. That's totally fine. And she spends most of her time with the Reaping Blades anyway. What I really want to do is get this Durganized. We could Durganize Blade of Endless Paths, but I think we got enough melee. It's not really worth it. Okay. Okay.
Hey.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
I'm just thinking, do we want to like switch up any other party members? I mean, we can't even see them here.
Back to warm your hands, eh? Top
Correct.
quality.
In terms of a different party that we could bring, I mean, Pallegina would be good. But I think we're good here. She does AoE. Yeah, this is pretty nice, I think. We're all level 16. You need to bring Zawa out for a bit, but we're okay for now. This is fine. Party management. Let's get the good room bonus. Yeah.
Hey.
I think we're good. Might respect. Does anyone know actually? Does like two-handed fighting work with the bashing shields? Does that work with the bashing shields? Like, would it be worth taking the feat to weapon fighting with a dare? Would that actually speed up his attacks? How does that work? Huh. Kind of funny. All right, Iron Flail Fort. Iron Flail Fort. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking in Pillars 2, I'm gonna go like Rogue Cipher with Valerie, and we're gonna go with stilettos and stuff. I hear someone running around. Let's see what we can find here. Oh, this is a big map. Let's see if we can scout this place out. We have some bounties we can do as well, but I want to make some main quest progress first. We got Iron Flail archers. Alright. I was hoping we could talk, but it doesn't look like that would be an option. So, we're not going to sneak... Oh no, hello. We can maybe talk to him. The soldiers watch you warily as you approach. Once you're within speaking distance, one of them gestures with his pistol. That's far enough. What are you doing here? You lost? I'm here to speak with the commander. Commander's not receiving any more visitors. He looks you over, frowning. Did Stalwart send you? Yes. Here for your delegates? The commander has them in a cell. We'll have the truth out of them one way or the other. As for you, Adaric wants nothing more to do with messengers or diplomats. You're too late. Durgan said that Adaric has come here because he had a vision. Then this Durgan at least speaks the truth. Adaric has said there'll be a great battle. We're here to hold the pass and defend Recitation. He has seen this in a dream. He had a vision. Just what he has seen is his own concern. Adaric leads us well. We don't question his orders. You've asked more than enough questions. Go on, get out of here. I won't warn you again.
Let us set fire to the whole thing, Watcher. Leave it to Margaret to decide the rest.
So he's had a vision as well. Maybe the same vision we had.
Nice and quiet.
I don't know that we've any option though but to fight him. We could try sneak our way in, find Adaric, maybe talk to him ourselves. I don't know, let's just fight our way in. I'm not arse being sneaky. Sorry. It does sound like Adaric might have some interesting things to say.
Margaret's fire casts light.
Sorry, Iron Flail dudes.
Places.
You're asking for it.
Everyone's on edge in the camp.
Oh. Oh shit, sorry, we got spotted. Almost glad to be out here. Yeah, well, not gonna be glad anymore, let me tell you. You get out of stealth. You can stay in stealth, Aloth. You get out of stealth. In fact, just give us a devotions. Move up here and give us devotions. Probably. Can't hit all of us. Sorry, no, yeah. Drop a devotions there. Hits most of us. Move Aloth in. And Maneha, you get in as well. We should all be hit by this then. Most of us should be. Should be good. Should be good. Let's rebuke all the enemy dudes. Well, they got gunners. What's he done? Oh, an antipathetic field. Oh, that's gonna do lots of damage. Get out of that. Shit. Prayer against fear. Okay, they're apparently doing fear. Let's give us a defensive mind web here, actually, priority. Can't get through that antipathetic field. It is a problem. Aloth, can you drop a paralyzed thing? Paralyze these two, please. Antipathetic field's gone, that's good. Nice. Go and give the blades. She can just kill that guy, no problem. Okay, time for some knockdown. Alright, attacking army. You can't talk, you're going down. Gave you a chance to talk, don't say we didn't.
I'll see what's ahead.
Okay, let's see what else is going on here. Skirting around the edges here. Iron Flail champion. Hey, buddy. Nice to meet you, champion. Champion's very dead.
Good thing I'm
Here's someone walking around there. Exceptional plate armor, okay. Hello. Ice Treader Rifleman, huh? He shot Alok with his rifle, that's rude. That's very rude. Oh, that's the first time we've ever seen that proc. That was from one of our weapons, soulbound weapons, I think. There's the Twin Stones cast. It's never worked before. Man, they got some spike traps out here. What's this? Observing it from below, you notice that the watchtower at the side gate appears to be unmanned. You find no hostile faces peering over the fence either. The roof of the tower crosses over the fort walls. Climbing it may provide a means of getting inside. Okay, let's throw a grappling hook. This hour of night, with the chill rolling in, most of the noise within the camp is concentrated by the campfires. A discreet individual could take the opportunity to climb over, open the gate without raising the alarm. Grappling hooks. Okay. Send someone. Devil, go. Devil of Karak grips the rope, begins to climb, clambering up and into the watchtower. Soon, she's maneuvering down the other side of the wall inside the fort. From there, Devil of Karak can see the camp, shrouded in the evening gloom, and the guard posted some distance away. The man snoring, fast asleep. Devil creeps forward to unbar the gate. Nice, stealth worked out.
Hey.
The better part of valor.
Okay, we're inside. Guy's snoring, that's good. Oh, there's no way we sneak through all this. Let's just kill him.
Leave it to me.
Attack! Oh, he's woken up. Huh. He has woken up.
Hey!
Thousand guards. Sleeping on duty. Not cool, man. Not cool. We've been deep wounded. That's not good. That could hurt. Let's drop a heal. Keep us stocked up here. Devil, just stab him. See if you can actually stun this guy. It'd be great. Yeah, we're into a fairly tough fight here from the looks. Drop a fireball here, a frostball, I should say. Yeah, poor old Durance is getting wrecked. We'll protect you, Durance, don't worry. Oh, we've all been stunned. That's not ideal. Oh no, keep that on. Sorry. Drop a heal. Valerie will be with you shortly. I'm gonna blade the devil. Never kill people. Alright. Give us some crits as well, why not? Yeah, that guy did a fair whack of damage, has to be said. Watch the Guardian keep us alive. Okay, let's get a defensive mind web up now. Here we stay strong. Where's Devil? Oh, there she is. Alright, Devil. How about you go Shadowy Beyond? Alright, now you can stab this guy from stealth and wreck him. Alright, I've actually got more energy than I know what to do with. Nice. We're gonna fight our way through this whole goddamn camp. Could have used some powerful wizard spells there. Lesson learned too late. Dragon's Maw Shield is upgraded. Excellent. 25% chance to cast Taste for the Hunt on hit or critical hit. Ooh, raw damage and heals as well. Very nice. Very nice. What's the next level require, actually? I didn't look at that. Do damage to prone enemies. Well, you're always knocking people over, so that should be pretty quick, actually.
I'll keep an eye out.
The Warlock's Codex, okay. Iron Flail Champion Helmet, cool.
All right, then.
Drive them!
Attack! You know what, you can go Minor Avatar. This might be a big fight. This place seems pretty tough, to be honest, like on the whole scale of things. Pretty tough. Let's get a Chaotic Orb going in there. That should barely wreck him. And yeah, the rest of us can just charge in. Alright, Aloth, you can Deleterious now. We're going to give ourselves a big buff here. Should be beautiful. Most of this. I'm going to drop the Mind Web to start things off, actually. Forwards. Actually, yeah, Moon Forwards drop the Mind Web. Keep us all alive here. Make sure we're going to be good. Right, Aloth. You could drop a Paralyze thing back here. Knock these guys down a bit. Boom, they're all paralyzed. Beautiful. This other guy back here is going to get wrecked. We can summon in the Spirit Lance. I don't think there's any need, though. Oh, more dudes coming in. Not out of the woods yet. Nice. That's so strong, that paralyzing attack. It's so good. Yo, I should want to go do some attacks here. Knock him prone. Nice. 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 Alright, good.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark.
Pot's been recently washed. Okay, we got a well. Hello.
Leave it to me.
This might be where the commander is. This looks commander-esque, does it not?
Leave it to me.
Should freeze up some of them. Should be good. You can drop Devotions of Faithful here as well. And drop some crit buff. We'll move forward. I think Valerie missed the crit buff. Oh well. Drop a knockdown. Nice.
Of course.
Their Warlock's Codex. This. Oh, a bunch of camping supplies. We could camp. I don't think we need to camp yet, though. Oh, 1 second. This guy's gonna be friendly. Get in. Knock him down, yeah? Knock down this jerk.
Of course.
There, already leveled up. Fear Aura. Oh. Oh. Requires endurance below 26%. Okay, that kind of sucks then. Radius from the caster. Terrified. That's not actually that good. So when his health goes low, he does a Fear Aura. Oh, this isn't up to the captain's tent. This is up to the walls. Billiard, siege equipment. I love how we're just invading an army camp and slaughtering them all.
There's
That's
a
awesome.
good.
Awesome. Alrighty. Tell you what, you just deleterious at the start, so you're ready and good to go. Minor Avatar in case we're going into a tough fight here. Don't know if we are. You never know. You can come out of stealth. You're out of stealth already. That's fine. I'm gonna take a shot.
There's a good.
You could just do an amplified wave at the start, actually knock everyone out. That's fine to me. Bit of CC. Okay, if we could drop in Devotions.
Mow it.
Right, debuff them all as well. Pretty solid. Heal. Go choppy.
Mow it.
Nice.
Mow.
What's this? Oh, War Pup! Cute.
Hey.
Exceptional Scepter. Ring of Searing Flames. Okay, cool.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
I have no idea where the frickin' captain's tent is. We're gonna end up killing the entire camp. I can't imagine that's gonna do much for cooperation, but oh well. Maybe going straight to another fight here against this guy. The looks of things, we are. Okay. Down he goes. Oh, hello. More enemies. Yeah, Mind Web up. Then I want to move forwards here. I want to drop maybe knockdown. Beautiful. Just spam those knockdowns.
Mow it.
Easy now.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Another grimoire. Bunch of stuff.
Hey.
Maybe it's down here? Nope. We're just gonna kill everybody here. We could drop our firestorm. It doesn't last super long. We could drop a firestorm over there. That'd be kind of cool. So let's do it because it's cool. You can drop like a paralyze fireball there too. Lock these guys down. Just wreck them. Top deck and wreck. Then you can get deleterious. Maybe pop your defense bubble. There goes the firestorm. Pretty awesome. I'm gonna get reaping knives up on her. Prepare against fear. The pigs are getting buffed too. We're gonna have some serious killer pigs here in a second. Which is pretty awesome, actually. You just rebuke all these guys too. Let's actually drop a heal. We're taking some damage here. But defensive mind web should stop that happening. You can defensive mind web with the pigs as well. Pigs, you're gonna be super protected. You're welcome. Where am I at? Okay, I guess just paralyze this guy then.
That's not.
He's kind of there on his own.
Uli.
The game volume is too loud? Okay, I can turn it down if you want. Down to 80.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Another codex.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, we're just killing everybody for no real reason. We've gone the totally wrong way. I don't know where a captain's tent would be. How am I supposed to know that? I always want to make sure that you guys can hear the voice acting when it comes to that. Another chest here.
I can do that. That's settled.
These pigs have spotted us. We cannot stealth past the pigs. Pigs are too good. We're gonna need to rest soon because Devil's getting low on life. More Iron Flail, guys. Alright, we're already pretty good here. Boost the Devil. He's got stun though. It's not ideal. Boosts us here. Let's definitely debuff them. Psychic Backlash. Ow. That's rather unfortunate. Okay, we're building up though. Drop a knockdown for some CC. Devil's in a lot of trouble. Devil, go stealth. Go stealth, please.
For the Iron Flail!
Okay, I guess do whatever. He's half dead. Not good. Drop a heal. Gee, can we drop like a direct heal on her? Letting against minor afflictions. Here we go. Restore critical endurance.
That's it!
That's as much as she can get healed because her thing is so low. Defensive mind web will keep her alive. Yep. Gonna drop a big knockdown over here. You know what? I should be using some of my bigger spells here. Like a rake spell would be beautiful. I should be doing that more. Get wrecked. I'm not using my wizard spells half as much as I should. Because those wizard spells will really destroy them. Like we can just bolt this guy. Big cast slam with that, but it does big damage. And summons a phantom actually if they die. Pretty cool. Yeah, we need to rest.
Alright then.
Some of the spell effects are very loud. Give you that. Nothing there. Oh, we do have one spell here. Minor Arcane Reflection. They're all the same then. Right, let's rest here. Their boosts up. John Y says, back, finished the White March Part 2. Yesterday gets really interesting. Awesome. Have I done the Battle of Yenwood? I have.
Discreet.
Indeed, indeed. Here's the front gate. Hello.
Oh, look at here.
Oh. A letter home, my love. I've enclosed some coins from Stalwart, so you've proof that I arrived. You were right. I'm colder than I've ever been, all the more so for being away from you. The kith here are as cold as their land. They do not hate us as the dear Woodens do, but they are mistrustful and proud. The commander has sent for delegates to start negotiations. Perhaps by the time this letter reaches you, we'll have moved into Durgan's battery. Stalwart has no soldiers, only a handful of guards. Ephraim says he went to look at the battery with some scouts and did not see anyone posted atop the tower. Without those cannons, they'd be foolish to do anything but surrender. If not, we're sure to knock the fight out of them quickly. The commander says that once the battery is ours, our presence here alone may be enough to make the invaders think twice. Who would face us with the might of the battery at our backs? I write too much of battle, but only to assure you that we are well. I miss you. The mountains are beautiful. I hope that you may see them for yourself once they for you to join us. Oh boy! So they're here to help against invaders. We've just killed them all. Well, I wanted to talk to the commander, but it was the last place we looked. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kill your entire camp if you're here to help, but I mean, locking up delegates
Part of valor
is pretty stupid. Like, oh hello, this is where we should have gone in the first place. Oops. Literally, you locked up the delegates. That was a big mistake, man. That one guard at the gate, the one guard who was like, yeah, no, I don't want any more to do with delegates. Get out of here. It's your last warning. That dude just resulted in his whole camp getting killed. If he'd been like, oh, another delegate? Look, they're in here. Please go ahead and talk to the commander. If he'd said that, it would have been okay. Never mind. The delegates look like they're in a cage.
I've had my fill of... What's this?
Okay, never mind. These guys are not that friendly at all.
Steady, men. Our guest has arrived.
The Iron Flail commander is a younger man, lean in build. His brown hair is unkempt, his eyes fevered. At his feet is a grate set over what appears to be a pit. You hear a smattering of anxious cries rising from the cell as the commander steps forward.
All that chaos outside. For an instant, I believed you, woman.
His boot comes down hard on the grate.
You make a sinister assassin, godlike. I'll give you that much.
You must be the commander.
Yes. Those were my men you slaughtered out there, you.
Words die in his throat, his expression frozen mid-snarl. It isn't clear what's happened, not until you start to feel it too. Unbidden, your senses drift, as if you had reached out toward a source of essence. You feel an ache in your chest, an almost painful sensation of being pulled forward. A sudden wave of memories floods your mind, clear as the day they formed. You see Edema's campsite ravaged by the Beowick, the halls of Cadnua. In the caverns beneath the keep, the stone around you bellows warnings in a dead language. Deeper still, a fanged maw parts like a wound in the world. The images watch over you, tracing lives and emotions from 100 different times and places. Not all are your own. Slowly, you become aware of the sensation of being watched. Reach out. You direct your senses, tracing the invasion to its source, Adaric. Conviction burns through him, bright as a brazier. For an instant, you share in his emotion, and a sourceless desperation rattles about your skull. Absent context, the fragments of memory you see are just images. A small house across a field of violent purple flowers, a sea of armoured kith and flapping banners waiting on your command. There's an uncomfortable moment where you feel your twinned awareness turning on itself, and then the connection is severed. He looks startled, his face ashen. You're a watcher.
You sure he's not just a weirdo with an empty stare? I get those confused a lot.
That's not...
He glances around the room, his face colouring.
That's not known to many. Not past these walls.
He's a watcher as well.
Why have you come? Why now?
What did these peoples do to make you throw them in a pit?
Stalwart sent delegates to discuss terms of peace. I offered them the opportunity. I was generous.
Right.
But Stalwart sent soothsayers, not diplomats, to frighten us with stories of the moon going dark, the earth shaking.
This is shouting from the pit. Amazing. You don't think you overreacted a little?
Don't play the fool with me. These omens are meant to frighten me, to make me doubt my purpose here. But there is more at stake here than a village in the mountains.
This guy's crazy.
They dismiss my faith, call us superstitious. But what does Stalwart believe in? Iron and gold, and nothing else. I have tilled barren fields with my bare hands. What is gold to me?
My god, what do you want with Stalwart, anyway?
With a village of fishermen, nothing. But they cling fiercely to the forge you gave them. Some of the men are here for gold and good steel, and I promised them their share. But I came for cannons. With the battery's cannons, we can hold the pass. Recitation has suffered enough. Its sons and daughters have nothing.
He looks at Adair.
We won't survive an attack from the Deerwood when it comes. Not unless we act. There is an army coming. I've seen it. Pouring down from the mountain. It will crush Stalwart and come for Recitation. The Iron Flail will be the wall that safeguards my homeland from the worst these fire worshippers can bring to bear.
Listen, dude. Between the Duke's assassination and the Hollowborn crisis, Deerwood's a little preoccupied.
So I believed. Hoped, maybe. But that only means they're angry. They'll look for someone to blame, an enemy to fight.
I had a vision of an army, though.
I warn you, if you think to taunt me, Watcher.
Listen, I had a vision too. In mine, I saw Cad Nua reduced to rubble by an army that shook the earth. Doubt creases Adaric's brow. His men exchange looks, waiting thirstily for orders.
Why would they turn on their own? No. You're trying to trick me. This is all another distraction.
All that destruction we saw, you really think a bunch of backwater fools can do that?
Hey, you can call them backwater fools all you want, but don't let them hear you badmouth their destruction.
I'm just trying to get through to him. He looks at Adair, frowning. I thought the Iron Flail might be the army in my own vision. Perhaps we both made a mistake.
Why should I believe any of this? You would say anything at all to protect Stalwart.
Ooh, if we had a negative reputation with Stalwart, we could be like, I don't care about Stalwart, let's just destroy him. Damn. Think, what if you're wrong? You're losing men resources fighting people who aren't your enemies. You read my soul, what did that tell you?
That you're soft-hearted. But it hasn't seemed to stop you. And that you have seen and done a great many things. Things I would not have otherwise believed.
You both know something's coming. Maybe two watchers can figure out how to stop it. For several moments, there's nothing but silence in the cabin. Then you hear the scrape of metal as Adaric takes up his sword, only to lay it flat across his palms.
I led my people here because I believed we were on the right path. I bound my soul to this blade as proof of my surety.
There's a ripple of soul energy in the air, there and gone. Adaric looks pained.
The sword's no good to me now.
Oh.
It's yours, for as long as you can wield it. I'll call in our forces from the mountains. Please, give me time to explain. You should speak with Stalwart's messengers. Perhaps you'll get some answers out of them.
Huh. Granted, Sever the Soul. First of all, what's Sever the Soul? 1 per rest, target weakened, user full attack. That's pretty good. 25 DR bypass. Wowzers. Your encounter with the Watcher Adaric has heightened your abilities, allowing you to penetrate your foe's defenses and leave them weakened. So that's huge. That will hit really hard with massive DR bypass, and it weakens them as well, which is an attack versus will. That's super good, actually. I'll have to remember to try to use that. And what is this weapon we got? Cross-sight complete. That's cool. Got a sword. Oh, it's a soulbound sword. Can bound with anybody. Anyone at all. So it's slash, pierce damage, bonus accuracy, bonus damage. It's bonus to will, bonus to resolve. Steadfast is a single-edged backsword with a recurved guard and a wire-wrapped grip. Though not especially fancy, the crafter's skill is readily apparent to any who would hold a weapon in their hands. I mean, we could give that to Adair. He's got a superb sword. You know what we could get? We could give it to him. We give it to you, Steadfast, and you could have the Steadfast sword and bind your soul to it. It gives you bonus will, which is cool. Bonus resolve, which is also cool, and that will all stack up. That being said, Adair doesn't need will more than anyone else. But this is Durganized. He'd lose a lot of damage taking the sword, but the sword might get super powerful. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it to Adair. We can give it to Palagina, either. There, how would you like the sword? So, the sword is going to do 15 to 25. This does 21 to 31. This is so much more damage. No, I think... what to do with the sword? Be good if we knew what its upgrades were. Maybe just give it to Palagina. We could take Palagina instead of Maneha. Yeah, that probably works out fairly well. We could also give the sword to her, but this is okay. Or to Durance. He'll definitely be in our party, but won't really use it much because he's casting. The upgrades change based on their class. Yeah, gotcha. That makes sense. If you leave you at Whispers if Yen would. We'd always give it to her, but I think her axes are both really good. The crit damage stuff is nice. Alright. Let's loot this place as well.
Hey.
I'll
Found a secret somewhere?
see what's ahead.
Secret book. There's an amulet. Lanfath and Adraswen. 4 gives bonuses to everything. Pretty cool. Books. Okay, camp thingy. It took extensive searching and inquiry across 3 countries, but Palagina eventually picked up the trail of the stolen Adraban Eye. Following the Broken Stone War, the Amawa thief travelled south to Abet, then on to Nasitak. Among the Boreal Dwarves, the thief found a wealthy buyer, the chief of a prosperous tribe. A generation later, the tribe fell on hard times, and was raided both by the Deadfire Archipelago pirates and Pale Elves from the White That Wends. The Pale Elves sold the stolen eye to merchants from Old Valia, who took it north to the Prince of Darkosi. It remained there for 2 generations. When the Darkosi Palace was sacked, one of the invading soldiers took the eye as a prize, carrying it across the sea to Ossia and the Valian Republics. It was still there when Palagina arrived. Though the wealthy patriarch who owned the eye demanded a hefty sum, the Glanfathan and Amphatha did not hesitate to pay the price. -2 accuracy, but immune to blinded and damage to flank targets. That's actually not bad. Not bad.
Hey.
Alright, looks like we found everything here. 1 second, actually just this. Oh, camping supplies we can't take. Okay. Unlock. Let's see what's happening. Hey. What is going on here, guys? Oh, thank you! I thought we'd never get out of there. Are you hurt? No, but a little bruised perhaps. The cold was the worst part. I don't know how much you managed to talk that man down. He was practically foaming at the mouth. And now he and his men are still skulking around the mountains. I'm not sure letting him live was the best idea. The commander wasn't the problem. One of the delegates points an accusing finger at another, a woman standing apart from the rest. We might have come to terms if she hadn't goaded him, shouting at him about omens and curses, demanding he leave the march. You know how superstitious the Raid Serens are? The commander went white as a sheet. She sabotaged the meeting. Raving delegate. The woman in question is dressed in unassuming robes. She bears the accusation silently, her eyes closed as if in prayer. Care to explain yourself? With desperate speed, the woman suddenly lunges sidelong toward a nearby rack and seizes a dagger lying there. She sets the blade to her own throat. What the F? Unseen to all but yourself, the dying woman's soul essence coils in thin wisps about her body. It only grows brighter as her corpse stills. The remaining delegates stare in horror at her pooling blood. Maneha kneels by the dying woman and inspects her robes. She examines the crescent medallion hanging around the woman's neck. What just happened? Damn it! Now we'll never get an answer out of her. Let's read the woman's soul. You reach out and brace against the sudden flare of pain and fear, digging after less recent events. There's a copper taste in your mouth and a pain like fire in your throat. Under the brute terror of death, you find a comforting thread of resolve, of satisfaction in duty fulfilled. You follow it. It leads you stumbling into another memory, as whole and vivid as the first. You walk the dark halls of an abbey, dimly lit and quiet, your footsteps loud. A blur, and you're standing in a dimly lit room, facing a robed Amawa. You recognize him as Kauto, the High Abbot. He beckons you forwards. Examine your surroundings. You're in a wide, rounded chamber. The tiles beneath your feet are covered in strange curling symbols. You recognize them as symbols of Andra, goddess of sea and memory. The memory blurs. When your sight is clear, you're standing in front of Kauto, and he's smiling gently down at you.
Drive the Recitation from these mountains, and you may yet spare many lives. The Tidebringer will be here in a week's time. Should you be delayed in your travels, report to him as you would to me. He will enter the reliquary and call off the army of Iris in my stead. If you are caught, sister, you know what you must do. I will pray for your return, but we will take comfort in the knowledge that you have joined the rest of Andra's favored in her keeping.
The words jar you loose from the memory, flinging you back into the moment of the woman's death, then into your own skin. But traces of her memory join yours. You know the path to the Abbey, that's where we need to go, for Maneha as well, to which she was to return, buried in the mountains to the north. What the hell? Is the name Eyeless familiar to anyone? The Eyeless? They're a figure of speech for when you can't remember something. You say, must be the Eyeless took it from me. Yes, but there's a story to it. They're supposed to do the bidding of the Lady of Lament. Andra points and they come, out of nowhere, wipe things from the face of the world. That's why whenever something up and goes missing or gets destroyed when no one there to see it, you're supposed to thank Andra that the Eyeless didn't come for you too. Okay. Do you know a Kauto? Kauto? Oh yes, he came through town some time back. Stopped by at the temple in Stalwart. This was just after the town decided to rededicate it to Abaddon. He didn't seem too pleased about it. He was dressed like a priest. Maybe he took offense. He's an Amawa, tall fellow, very polite considering he's apparently the leader of some fanatical sect. I think it's clear we haven't been the best judges of character recently. Yeah. One of you know what a Tidebringer is? Tidebringer, there's something they used to talk about at the Temple of Andra, I think. It's a person, a title I mean, tends to be used in the more devout circles. What about this abbey to the north? I've heard something like that, an Andrite stronghold, not the kind of place that welcomes visitors. Maneha's eyes widen. It sounds like the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. That where she came from? Yes, and it's where I'll find the reliquary so I can call off their army. Didn't make it back to call off whatever attack they're planning. Apparently they have an army too. Yes, it's where I'll find the reliquary so I can call off their army. What? Another one? Gods, feels like everyone on Yora's after the battery now. Why would these Andrites want the Raid Sarens out? I doubt it's for Stalwart's benefit. Competition, maybe? They're up to something. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. If you do mean to go to the Abbey, be careful. There have been stories about traders wandering north and getting scared off or even killed by strange guards. That's the place, alright. They're a secretive bunch. Suppose you could always try to sneak in? I doubt you'll be welcome otherwise. It sounds like this Tidebringer would be. Welcome, I mean. Maybe I can convince them I'm the one they've been waiting for. I hope so. I imagine the Abbey is heavily guarded. A sudden deafening crash from outside makes the delegate jump, startled. A rumbling like thunder follows. You hear further sounds of smashing timbers, panic screaming. Oh no, what's happening? I thought you took care of the soldiers. I did. This is something else. Yes, well, we'll wait here, inside. Investigate the commotion. What does she have on her, by the way? Some stuff. Can we rest here? Can we rest here? Oh. Alright, let's see what's happening. If you did the Battle of Yenwood after this point, you'd have the Watcher and the Ogres to help you. Oh, yeah, because we only had the Crucible Knights. I think that's pretty bad game design again as well, that we got the quest to do the Battle of Yenwood. Like, way before we were in the White March. Like, way before. It shouldn't give you the attack on your stronghold. What the fuck? Oh my god. It shouldn't attack your stronghold until you've done these quests, if you can get them. What? Eyeless hammers? Oh my god. Alright, boys. Here we go. You get in on one of them. You get in on the other one. You're going to minor avatar for sure. You can start off with deleterious alacrity. You are gonna come. Actually, you go shadowy beyond. That's totally fine. What? They just kicked our dudes away! Oh my god, team. What the actual hell? Right, let's drop one of these. You come in and stab this guy from behind. Let's actually see if we can Withering Strike it from... Actually, the chance to hit's tiny. See if we can blind it. Let's drop a Paralyze on these guys. See if we can hit that. We paralyze them. Perfect. There we go. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Exposed vulnerabilities. Sounds good to me. Try to blind them as well. Sounds pretty good too. We're stabby, stabby. Let's Withering Strike this one. Okay, you're gonna drop a Blessing. Actually, drop a crit thing first. Be better. We're gonna give blades to her. It's like roaring or something here. That's not too good. Crown. Oh, the crowns for the faithful. That's fine as well. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's it's one of them's down. Let's drop a heal here too. Nice. I'm gonna drop Paralyze on this thing. Is it immune to paralysis? No, it's not. And it's down. Nice, we wrecked it. What the hell? As the last mage folk falls, a tide of essence sweeps through the ether. It washes over you and you find yourself in the memories of the eyeless. The hulking creatures surround you, their sinew-wrapped skeletons clanking and screeching in the semi-darkness. Their bodies fill the air with the tang of metal and the musk of sweat. The cavern in which you stand, it looks like a cavern anyway, glows with a dim ambient light. Steel flashes as the eyeless shift and stir. They stamp their feet and groan in rasping metallic voices. Their restless energy prickles at the back of your neck. And in the echoing rumble you hear something familiar. It's the pounding noise from your dream, the harbinger of a terrible army. You begin to wonder how many eyeless are crowded around you. You suspect there must be scores of them, maybe more. It's difficult to tell how far back this chamber goes, or where it is. Ahead you see a glint of light, might be an exit. Already, however, the vision is starting to fade. Let's investigate the glint of light. You push past the lumbering eyeless and cling to the wilting shreds of the vision. The light up ahead is blinding after the dark to the cave. The dark of the cave. You rush toward it, even as it fades to a pale blur. You can't see where you are, but you hear a cold wind whistling through the gap and feel a spray of moisture sting your cheeks. Vision ends, returning you to the frozen and blood-churned mud of the fort. Oh boy. Adaric appears to have taken some blows. There's a purpling bruise along his temple. His armor is dented in several places. He looks rather dazed.
Those things, they came from all sides. The delegate... No, you were right. The visions are true. You fought well. And I'm glad to see you've come through in one piece, even if I regret the loss of my men. I'll take what's left of our forces. Those that will follow me further up the mountain. We should be prepared when those monsters return.
We can defeat them if we work together.
I have seen already that there is little you can't accomplish.
Bows his head and turns to the road. Alright. Oh boy.
Around when you make enemies, do you?
Hey.
If only Galvino could see those. He'd die of envy. Or crushing.
Alright, so this place is like a total disaster now. Right then. I mean, we might as well explore the rest of this area, see if there's any secrets. Oops, I tabbed out by accident. That.
I'll see what I can find.
Press Alt to go into stealth, and you press Tab to open up the see things button. So that's why I keep making that mistake. Ah, there we go. You see some secrets.
Seen before.
Ring of Overseeing. That's actually fantastic. Hang on now. Does anyone not have Overseeing that would want it, like you? Dead man stands, might. You do not have Overseeing. Dex plus 3 is real good, but I think Overseeing is just too good. It gives you bonus AoE, so you're gonna lose a lot of Dex. Probably okay. We got this, which gives lots of Dex and defense against being prone and stunned. Got might plus 3 though, which is good. What do you have? Deflection 9. You've got overseeing. You know what? You take this. Overseeing is nice too for the bonus carnage, but this is fine. Do you have a ring of overseeing? You've got 2 rings of wizardry. Yeah, you kind of need that. What are these boots? Defense against stuck, paralyzed, hobbled. Yeah, that's okay. Reduce paralyzed duration. That's... Right then. Okay. Alright, I want to explore this whole map. You never know what we might find. Oh, barrel! Barrel is like the best loot in the game. See, I kind of like as well that you can obviously stealth through these sections. That's kind of cool. They did add some stealth gameplay. I think the problem is that, like, there's no way you're giving your entire party stealth, is there? Hey, I meant Frigga randomly here. Okay. Cool, I guess. One random and Frigga.
I'll see what's ahead.
Why not? Like, as opposed to a solo game where you could be running around in stealth. Kind of weird in a party-based game. Trying to sneak a whole party past people. It'd be nice if they designed, like, encounters where you could have one person sneak through. Grappling hook, cool. Alright. Main entrance. Also, I don't feel so bad now, because I guess the eyelets probably would have just killed everyone that we didn't kill. But at least we got the loot. Alright, let's get out of here. Got some taxes. Alright, to the Abbey of the Fallen Moon, I think. Well, let's just check in terms of our things. Travel to the Abbey, find how to call off the army. I think we just go. Let's go, Abbey of the Fallen Moon. Let's rock. Yep, let's go. Let's go. And let's see what Maneha can make of this place. Then I think we'll probably swap Maneha out for Pallegina. Have Pallegina be that super defensive tank. I think that fits pretty well. We can give her the little savior shield. Okay, so we're here. We could try infiltrate.
You said the eyeless came from the Abbey. Rumors of the eyeless, but I always thought that name was a metaphor. I would have called them Mace Hands of Doom, if anyone had asked me.
Nod non-committally.
This is the mysterious army you've been dreaming about, huh? It's a wonder you're getting any sleep.
Why, we're going to the Abbey to stop them.
I'm regretting all of my decision-making up to this point. I guess a suicidal plan is better than none.
Okay. But you'd be happy. You've been looking for the Abbey a long time.
It's just... I'm finally close to getting rid of this memory. It feels like it's crowding my head that much more. It's me for decades. Driven me halfway across the known world.
Got the dialogue bug again. Doesn't seem as bad this time. See? Perhaps you need to get it off your shoulders.
You're right.
Alright. Take your time.
Centuries ago, before Durgan unification.
Where?
Then led a campaign across the northern forests to subdue some of the outlying Kulklin villages. Brutal work.
What war was this?
100 years ago, when Adir was a folk kingdom on one side and elven country on the other. And off before they joined. Now the folk and elven rulers marry to keep the peace.
Go on.
The campaign. Part of my forces to the forest, and another third to the elven scouts hiding in it. By the time we reached the first village, we'd crushed their defenses, and they'd bled us. More than children and the elderly left. But they spit on us when we marched into town. Surrendered, and offered us lodging in the old meeting hall. And when the sun set, they tried to burn it down around us. Flame going, but that wasn't the point.
They betrayed you after surrendering. Seems serious to me.
I had your principles. And I saw months more of pointless, bloody battle as we fought for the rest of the region. I had to break them. And I had to send a message to the rest of the villages. Held every last one of them to the trees around the town.
Wow.
And left them there to die.
Holy hell. That's terrible. I know it.
We should get going.
He shoulders her pack. You catch a glimpse of something unusual in it. A thick roll of cloth bound by leather. What's that?
I've been saving for better days.
Okay. Go then. Alright, damn though. So they were betrayed. She like crucified the entire village. Holy hell. Long Bosk. A dwarf, clothed in but a few straps of fur, puffs up his bare chest with every drag from his pipe. Come a long way to get some air, have you? What are you doing here? Enjoying the fine weather, just a bit longer. He smiles, letting a cloud of smoke and frosted breath escape through his teeth. My mistress had business with the Ondrites. We'll be off soon as she's done at the Abbey. Meantime, I was told to stay put. Don't want any outsiders meandering about. She's already put some kind of hex on me. Says I won't even remember any of this, but the copper's worth it. She says I'll wake up at home with a full coin purse, opposite of most of my morning, so that had a certain appeal. Tell me about her then. Which one? Mistress. Oh my god. Tell me about your mistress. Ha! Which one? Oh boy. A reddening print blooms on his skin. Wish she were the fun kind. She's a gift bearer. Paid me well to guard her on the journey, though. I'm looking to get inside. Are you now? He pulls the pipe away from his clenched teeth and points the long stem to the path ahead. Far as I know, straight this way. Middle path on the right with a ruined arch. If they let you in, of course. Ondrites are none too friendly, but to their own. My mistress went through the archway, spoke to some guards there, then headed on. Bites down on his pipe with a sour expression. They got eyes on the other paths. Cast me dirty looks from afar when they passed this way. As if I'd stand here in plain view if I had some grand design on sneaking into their blazing church. And what's an abbey got that's worth hiding anyway? Monks? You know any other ways into the abbey? No, but it's an abbey, not a fortress. You can bet it's got holes, like any fat old monster. Supply passages, escape routes. He shrugs as if it were a matter of course. I'd be lying if I said I'd never explored one uninvited when I was too young to know better, helped myself to its relics. Let's just say if a certain war goddess has her way, I'll be living my next life as a dung-roll beetle. Or bug. Why are you helping me? Got a look about you. Looks like you need it. Maybe there's something I don't like about this place, like it's hiding something. My younger days, be me going in there. Right, farewell. Doubt we'll meet again. Any luck, my mistress will return soon. Hope you find what you're looking for. Alright, let's see if we can head in this main way. Take the front door
a whole
approach.
sect living out here. But I guess that's the point.
Also, we're gonna save. And we're gonna see if we can reload to remove this bug. Where's our save? Save game. This is kind of bugging out here. It's not too good. New save file. Yep. Okay. Load game. There it is. Load. Let's try this. You can have additional grimoires for your wizards. Oh yeah, I suppose you could do that. You swap between them. I think you get enough spells from your grimoire. Something in Pillars of Eternity 2 is that the grimoires will just have 2 spells per thing, and they're like additional ones. So you like learn your spells as a wizard each level, and the grimoire will give you like extra spells, and you can just pick them up around the place. Hold! Who's there? Kowtow's waiting for me. I am the Tidebringer. Guard's eyes narrow. How can I be sure? We are in the final days of the Mechwind's Tide, a time of transition for our church. My presence is no accident. The guard relaxes and appears relieved. Forgive my caution. We were told to expect you. The High Abbot awaits you inside. Smooth. Take this as well. Faith Binder. Idle Fist. Protruding from the side of the cliff, what appears to be a massive hip bone lies encrusted in the prison of rocks and ice. Uh-oh. Kowtow knew salmon was upon us.
The Tidebringer. It's
These are
been
ribs.
so long.
My soul is ready.
So they
brother.
let you through? You must be our visitor. The High Abbot awaits you inside. Straight back.
Okay. This is like a giant skeleton. Are they gonna try bring it back to life, perhaps?
If you say so. Got it done.
Mind pistol. Grimoire of the Tides. That sounds cool. That. A whole bunch of ice magic. Alright. Oh, and you also can't...
Something familiar about this place. It reeks of divine meddling.
Alright, let's head inside. Yeah, you can't learn books as a wizard from your grimoire either, so you just get a few spells that you always know and always have available that you learn from each level up, but then you can get additional ones with different grimoires, and there's more incentive to swap between them and stuff like that. I think that, again, it sounds like it should be a really nice change as well. Nice change of pace. Okay, we're in the Abbey. He's barely injured, apparently. Craftsmanship that gave...
You are a guest, I take it? You will find the abbot past the chamber of the fallen moon, behind me.
Right, this is pretty creepy. The craftsmanship that gave form to the statue appears too skilled and refined to come from mere mortal hands. The Kraken. We do need Kraken eyes to chant. And Andra is the goddess of the sea.
Smells fresh. That can't be the salt well.
What is this? A thin film of iridescent dust floats on the calm surface of the waters, obscuring its depth. And look at this. Hello. The gift bearer holds in her hand the gem the size of a fist. She draws a curved line in the air over it and tosses it into the water. As the gem hits the water, it disappears from sight as though it had dissolved. Greetings. He ignores you. What happened to that gem? What gem? The gem you tossed into the pool. I remember no gem. Are you insane? You had a huge gem, and you threw it into the water, now it's gone! You tossed it in, how could you have forgotten? Pool is blessed by Andra, Tidebringer. Never mind. Let's not give ourselves away here.
He seemed preoccupied.
I expect I would be too in his position.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm the Tidebringer, but I need these gems. It's really important that I have these gems. Obviously, they give sacrifices in order to forget, so that's why she forgot. Don't want to give ourselves away. Here's the High Abbot. Where the other Andrites in the Abbey are clad in drab, functional garments, this Amawa seems dressed for the occasion. His robe is bright and glossy. It's also... He looks to be naked, apart from pants, if you ask me. His neck and arms are bedecked with jewelry. The symbols of his goddess are crowded into every available space.
Ah, good. The Conclave has elected a Tidebringer after all. I had begun to worry.
Looks back up, noticing your company, and nods.
And they took my advice in providing you an escort. Very good. I am sorry I could not make your journey easier. I am Kowtow, the High Abbot.
I came as soon as I could.
And just in time. The May Queen's tide is nearly past its peak. Much longer, and we'd have had to wait another year. The rules of the Rising are quite clear on that, unfortunately. When you are ready, we will begin with the recitation.
The Conclave mentioned something about a reliquary.
Yes, of course. I would not pass my station to you without passing that knowledge as well. It is the Abbey's most sacred chamber. When the Rising is complete, I will take you there myself. In fact, the ritual demands it.
Okay. About the recitation.
You seem nervous. The Conclave chose you for a reason. For a devout follower of Andra, the answers will flow naturally to you. I remember my own Rising. The Conclave sent me on the same exhausting journey. When it came time for the recitation, I could not remember a word. But it all came back in time. Our goddess smiles upon the forgetful.
He taps a large golden ring with a wave insignia as though it were proof.
Our library is open to you, as are the grounds outside. There is a beautiful mural out there that you should see, if you haven't yet. And you may, of course, speak with the gift-bearers here, if it helps your recollection. Take your time, and examine these things before your recitation.
I understand, High Abbot.
I know you will not disappoint when the time comes.
Okay, how did you become the High Abbot?
I was elected by the Conclave, as you were, but you already knew that much. It was unexpected. There were others more accomplished. I was merely a scholar. But they each had their faiths called into question, and no one could find cause to doubt mine.
Smiles proudly, exposing for the first time yellowed, worn teeth. He seems conscious of your gaze and quickly hides them again. Aww.
It was such an honor to become one of Andra's most trusted servants. It was hardly a choice at all.
Right, farewell. Okay. So we need to complete the recitation. We can talk to people, explore a bit. Grand adventure added, cool. A grand adventure. Let's send, I don't know. Kana would like to go on a grand adventure. Go Kana. Okay. I think we're free to explore now. We can research this stuff. What is going on here? I want to continue impersonating, gain access without opposition. We need to perform this. Examine the library and a mural outside to speak with gift bearers. Okay.
A
what's
simple
this?
test. That's settled.
Why is she way behind?
Something
Trap
over
detected.
there.
Lovely. Nope. Do not want to trigger a trap. Thank you. Moonwell correspondences of gift bringer Aiden. Okay. Sing, O ocean waves, of Andra's sorrow, of her unrequited love for the unattainable moon. Sing of the ocean's sorrow so that we may forget our own. Each day the tides reenact Andra's longing for the great moon. The waters reach out at high tide, yearning for the heavenly body, only to slump into low tide when the moon proves unattainable. You asked me once why I loved Andra so dearly, how I could go from a life on dry land to being a devotee of the goddess of the oceans. I sing of the ocean's sorrow so that I may forget my own. It is Andra's message that speaks to my heart. I've devoted my life to helping others discard painful memories, for that is the gift Andra gave me. When I lost my young daughter, my wife and I were inconsolable until a gift bearer offered to take my toddler's toys and cast them into the deepest waters. Truth be told, I and the other gift bearers I know have never even spoken to Andra. She is largely silent, and when she does speak, she uses floods and tidal waves instead of words. But we sing of the ocean's sorrow so that others may forget theirs. Andra's story, the story of desire unanswered, actually matters to people like you and me. Magran cannot steer you to victory over sadness. Hylia cannot force joy down a crying throat. Only Andra can give us the strength to persevere when life seems without worth. And that is the answer to your question regarding why I love my goddess so dearly. Moons of Yora. I don't know if we need to know this. Now the trap, I'm more interested in triggering. Okay, can you disarm it? You've got more mechanics. Pretty sure.
Good thing I'm freshly greased.
Nope.
Hey.
Alright, everyone come out here. And there. Storm of Holy Fire. That's like the hot top level free spell. One of the top level free spells. This is a pretty well guarded chest. Journal of the High Abbot. Haha. This volume appears to serve many functions. There are notes in it detailing schedules and routines at the Abbey. There are favorite passages from Andrite texts, annotated with personal insights. There are also descriptions of dreams. Many seem purely symbolic, but one entry is of interest. It has been long since I dreamt of my rising, yet now, with another rising soon upon us, this is the 5th time in a week. Perhaps channeled here, I can put it to rest. I'm walking through the halls of silence. I feel eyes on me from all sides, angry, vengeful eyes. I arrange the panels and curl my hands into the sign of the tide. The right is the wave, the the left tracing the crescent moon with my 2 outer fingers. The way opens to me. I climb the steps and Andra's witness is installed there, the old aspergillum set to operate the valves. I use it like a lever and the water rises. There are angry shouts, and when I cover my ears they're louder still. But the water continues upward, far past where it should. I climb as high as I can, but I feel it icy on my feet. Then it is over my head and I cannot breathe. Suddenly, I'm outside the reliquary, looking at the Veil of Tears. The witness is in my hand and the veil parts for it. I step through to the one place in the Abbey I feel protected. Only when I pass inside, I come out in total darkness. I call for help. I'm shouting, screaming for help. There is no answer. I stop. I sit there in the dark, waiting for what seems like ages. Then I realize I don't know who I am. Wonderful. What does that even mean? The Rising Tide. Found a record of a recurring dream of the High Abbot, showed him performing a strange sign beside 4 panels, retrieving a rod-like relic from a nearby device, using to pass through a doorway of water into a walled enclosure somewhere outside the Abbey. Yeah. So I need Andra's witness, an aspergillum, whatever that is. So that's how we get through.
Smells like an ocean breeze. We've got to be close.
They call out sometimes. Even the guards below think it's strange.
For Andra, most like. They surely long for her embrace.
They do. Okay, here you got more books. Abaddon's Hands. Enigmatic God of Cold. That's Rimmergand, I think.
Over there.
Secrets.
This is the record.
Gift Bearer's Pilgrimage. A gift bearer of Andra is traveling along a road when she meets a man in tears holding a scrap of parchment. Why do you weep? Asks the gift bearer. I hold here a letter from my wife. I tried to be a good husband, but the letter says I was not, and that she's gone to seek the company of a better man. Now this is all that remains of her. Give the letter to me then, says the gift bearer. For once you have forgotten the letter, your wife can cause you no further pain. The man gives her the letter and finds his tears have dried up. He thanks the gift bearer and leaves at peace. The gift bearer continues on, contemplating the man's story, but does not get far before she encounters an old woman in tears, holding a string of beads. Why do you weep? Asks the gift bearer. I hold here a string of beads that counted the years of my daughter's life. Sickness took her while she was still a child, and she was denied the joys of a full life, and I the joys of a mother. This is all that remains of her. Give the beads to me then, says the gift bearer, for once you've forgotten the beads, your daughter can truly rest. The old woman gives her the beads and finds her grief no longer gnaws at her soul. She thanks the gift bearer and leaves at peace. Thinking on the woman's pain, the gift bearer follows the road until she reaches the sea. In her hands she carries the letter and the beads. They are light in her hands, but heavy upon her heart, and she is crying. She prays to Andra to allow the objects to be forgotten, and cast them into the water. And yet, long after they've sunk beneath the waves, the gift bearer finds herself still weeping. Merciful Andra, pleads the gift bearer, in your service I've helped people forget their troubles. Yet though I pass them on to you, I feel them still as though they were mine. How can this be? The gift bearer listens to the wisdom of the crashing waves until she understands. Feel the troubles of others in your soul is a burden itself. However, she has no token to give to Andra to bear it away, for the troubles are not hers to forget. I give myself to you then, says the gift bearer, for once I'm in your care, no memory may haunt me. And with that, the tide comes forth and embraces the gift bearer, and when it ebbs, gone.
Yes. See that it is cast away with the others.
Sea and her love. Traditional Andrite hymn. The sea beheld her love, shining bright from on high. She bade him come down from his palace in the sky. Her love could not be swayed, so she took a peace into her heart. And all who saw her grief that day sleep in her bosom still. Here we got a bookcase with some prayers, which is cool. Wooden box with some lockpicks, okay. So what quest update do we get there? The Rising Tide. I don't see anything else there. Anything new? So here we have Halls of Silence. So I need to go to the Halls of Silence, pretty sure. I mean, we could sneak through, or we could try to do this legit. Where does this go? Back to the Abbey of the Fallen Moon. This goes to the reliquary, but we can't get in. This is really cool. I suppose we should probably go to the Halls of Silence.
Even with your labors, your presence of mind never falters. I don't know how you do it.
Perhaps your thoughts would swim deeper if your tongue didn't come out for air so often, dear brother.
Huh. That's nice.
I never knew. Did you hide in the White March after that?
Beads, spell ward, amulets, okay.
As far away as I could. The Dominels didn't care I was a gift bearer. Evidence is evidence.
Healing hands. Android quarters key. Banky Pants, Snubkex, love you streaming this game so much. I'm glad you enjoy it. Man, this game is great. What is going on? I love how so much stuff in this game is mysterious, you know? Unlocked this, okay. Here we got secrets. Got secrets. Another key, okay. Camping supplies, that's fine. Whoops.
Oh, look at here.
Did I turn off the sound? No, it's good. We disarm this trap? Yeah, good. Traps in the trap. Just a bunch of kinda...
The High Abbot imparted to me that I wasn't alone. That he has nightmares sometimes as well.
Truly?
Oh, it surprised me to hear it. He has such a peaceful manner.
Despite the warmth of the nearby fires, a thin layer of frost clings to this store of supplies.
Easy now.
Okay, then we got stairs down to the Halls of Silence. What's in there? How do we get there? Can we even get there? Let's check out the Halls of Silence. So we need the rod from the Halls of Silence, do we not? I mean, we could always just ask the abbot, say, like, we can go do the ritual. That might be the best way to do it. Because we just make, so we have to read his journal again, so we do like some two finger crescent moon, with like 2-finger crescent moon, like that, I presume. And then we hold something here. Then we like drown in the water and we'll be fine. The area is forbidden. Oh, I'll be going then. Oh yeah, so we're not allowed in here. Okay, so we have to go through as like the official ritual. They don't want anything to do with me down there. If we fail, we can always fight our way through. But we should actually take a look outside as well. Again, presumably they'll tell us to turn back if we can't be, because they're saying something about a mural being out there, which I'd like to see. I think we'll have to end this episode then. I've got to go cook dinner. But we got time, so we should be able to hopefully finish up this section. Ramparts. Let's go check out the ramparts of the Abbey. That sounds cool. Ramparts. There's something back here as well. Yeah, that doesn't look like that's just like a fountain. I would have been really interested to see what sort of insights or input Pallegina would have had on a lot of these quests, because as we know, she is like really does not like the gods. So like all those quests with the gods and Twin Elms, this section here with the Andrites, I'd be really interested to see what she'd have to say. Hello. Here's the mural. A mural is rendered on the face of the rock wall. 4 panels seem to be arranged as a story of some kind. First panel, Anthu, the end. The next panel, Saman, the flood. Next panel, Disaman, the ebb. Fourth panel, Dianthu, the beginning. Okay. Great. Lots of camping supplies in here. In case you have to fight your whole way through, I guess. Currents of wind bounce off the jagged rock, rising to meet your face with a freezing touch.
You look pale, sister. Find someone to take your place. I'll stand watch.
I'd hoped I was over this illness, but clearly not. I shall take your advice.
Ashes of Andra. Giant skeleton, yeah, rib cage. This stuff. This leads to not the Devil of Carrick. The Halls of Silence. Well, we're not allowed in there. Fine. Here. Coppery sheen glistens under the layers of ice that cling around the giant femur with the colors of a rainbow. Giant skeleton's leg. I'm expecting this giant skeleton to start killing stuff. Bad. Iron Mace, Girdle of Mortal Protection. Pretty cool. Okay.
Even our visitor is to be turned away, he said.
What interest would our quarters hold?
Our quarters aren't the worry. It's our brothers and sisters below.
Guys are a bit careless about talking in front of people. Can we talk to you? Do you have anything to say about that? Nope. Nothing to say about it. They don't want me down. It's of brothers and sisters below. The Halls of Silence, I assume.
I should not have peered over the edge. I could see no bottom.
Ha! Perhaps if you pray, the lady will allow you to forget.
Stand at the precipice of a fissure that time has torn into the mountain upon which the Abbey stands. Whistling winds call out from the depths of the crevasse, mournful wails hinting at the great descent from the edge into the dark, lonely spaces below. Haste and centuries of rhyme, a gargantuan skeletal hand hangs awkwardly above the gap. Its fingers are splayed in a pained pose, ice preserving the circumstances of the victim's death long after the flesh rotted away. With only the ominous moaning of the crevasse to disturb your thinking, you consider your options. Inspect the area. Considering the span of the gap and the position of the skeletal hand, you believe a well-placed grappling hook would allow you to reach the other side. Though positioning the hook may be tricky, the winds are not so strong that they would endanger attempts to cross. No, we don't need to do that. We got, like, free reign here. This. More camping supplies. We can probably just walk over. Not a big deal. But this is cool, though, all the different ways we could sneak in, and yeah, I like it. What does Maneha want to do here, actually? Find the salt well. It's here somewhere. Okay. Might be outside. It might be down there, downstairs. Here's a door to probably the Halls of Silence again, I would assume. This is where we could probably swing over. No, this actually just goes inside to the Halls of Presence, which we're allowed into. Pretty sure. Central HUD and combat log can be minimized if you wish to explore the world with only your character portraits. That could be kind of cool as well. Atmosphere. This is fine. I want to know what's going on. This temple, I love it though. It's it's got that atmosphere of like, what's going on? Okay, so here we are. We never looked in this room. Let's go look in this room. I think we've been everywhere else, pretty much. Are they gonna attack me? I'm gonna save in case we're not allowed in here. I don't want to get killed. Like, I don't want to ruin this. It's not clear. Because it doesn't have a warning on it, so...
Now this I haven't
seen.
It's here. The salt well.
Ah, in the room is a pool. It's small but deep enough that you can't see the bottom. Glassy surface almost looks frozen. So does Maneha. She stands rooted in place staring at it.
You know, I thought it'd be bigger.
Looks deep anyway.
Gift bearers say the heaviest regrets and greatest sorrows get left here. So it better be.
What are you waiting for? Makes a little noise of frustration in the back of her throat.
You know how when you've been thinking about something so long, you're worried that when you finally get it, it won't be what you expected?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for all we know, that thing's just filled with leeches.
Yep. But you're stalling.
Don't remind me.
Okay, you're never liable for the massacre you remember. Let go of your guilt. Your memory of the massacre shaped you. Discarding it may change you more than you intend. Memory's penance for misdeeds. You've no right to forget the massacre. What if your memory of the massacre has prevented you from committing a similar crime? Your suffering helps no one. Forget the massacre so you can have peace. The problem has never been your memory. It's the part of your soul that led you to massacre those people. Do or don't, but make up your mind. Yeah, your memory of the massacre shaped you. Discarding it may change you more than you intend.
Good.
Takes a deep breath and closes her eyes.
Anything's better than this.
Are you sure? I don't know that you want to forget. Don't do it. Considers this with a furrowed brow and gritted teeth. At last, she shakes her head.
Maybe not. But it's worth a try. Okay. Here goes.
We couldn't talk her out of it. She shakes her arms and legs out with a jingling of metal. Striding forward, she steps into the pool.
Oh, that's cold!
Convulses with a sudden shiver, rattling her jewellery. She descends the steps until she's standing in water up to her neck. You feel anything?
I think I'm going numb, actually. This is the right pool, isn't it?
This is a temple to Andra. Perhaps you need to give something up. Her eyes go wide. She snaps her fingers.
I've got it.
Digs through her pack, produces a thick bundle of cloth bound with leather. Like, I'm going to support her decision here. It's the same bundle you glimpsed earlier. She snaps the leather cords and unrolls the cloth, revealing a wine bottle.
Took this from the Marcheso's cellar the night I awakened. Been saving it for a special occasion.
Cradles the bottle, brushes dust from the green glass. Heaving a sigh, she swings it by the neck and smashes it against the steps. Say nothing. She drops the rest of the broken bottle into the pool, oh my god, where it spirals into the depths. Meanwhile, the wine has formed a roiling, bloody cloud in the water. It spreads in long, swirling tendrils. That didn't look too good. Oh my! The surface of the pool ripples, and Maneha paddles at the spreading cloud. Crimson tentacles erupt from it, writhing and reaching. She gasps as one wraps around her arm.
Watch out!
Get out, Maneha. Another wine-colored tentacle wraps around her head. She shouts as it pulls her under. Uh-oh. She disappears into the pool. You can't see anything through the crimson murk. Except for the blossoming cloud of wine, the waters look perfectly still again. The seconds crawl by.
You gotta go in after her!
Last bubbles break the surface. She emerges, gasping and shivering. Her face is strangely slack and her eyes are bloodshot. Are you alright? She thinks about it for a moment. She nods. She climbs up the steps and steps out of the salt well. As she does, the reddish colour dissipates in the water, leaving only the glassy clear surface and the unfathomable depths below. What do you remember? She squints, thinking. Water pools at her feet.
I remember running, but I don't remember what chased me. And I remember fear, but I don't remember what scared me.
She looks back at the salt well.
I gave something up, but I don't remember why.
How do you feel? She tilts her head to one side and wiggles a finger in her ear until a spurt of water streams out.
I'll feel better after a glass of wine.
Ah! Something drips onto the floor. She holds her right arm up and looks at the trickle of blood running from a cut in her hand. Takes the folded cloth, the one she'd wrapped the wine bottle in, from the floor and staunches the bleeding. She's granted clean conscience. Jerks her head toward the exit. Wow.
Tell me.
Clean conscience. +2 dexterity. With the memory of her crime erased from her mind, Maneha is finally at peace. She's able to focus on the battles before her, improving her dexterity.
Hey.
That was not how I expected that to go.
That's settled.
And here we've got a club, Saint Widgelt's Cudgel. Accuracy inflicts persecuting for 6 seconds? What's that? What is that? A strictly devoted follower of Woodica, Widgelt was haunted by dreams of criminals committing horrific acts of violence only to escape punishment or receive one that was unduly light. She came to believe Woodica was speaking to her through these dreams, demanding these people receive justice. Widgelt found these criminals in hideouts and homes, and very often in jail, serving inadequate sentences. She'd steal into these places, which were frequently under heavy guard, find her way to the criminal, and pronounce the judgment of Woodica. Her incredible knack for reaching these places were in some instances later declared as miracles when she was canonized. If the criminal was lucky, it would only mean disfigurement, but most were executed on the spot with Widgelt's cudgel. Eventually, Widgelt's reputation spread too far, and many criminals that feared her began to set traps and issue bounties. When she was finally caught, she was clubbed to death with her own weapon. It is said that her final words, she declared that she was a murderer and that she deserved this fate. St. Widgelt's Cudgel is a simple spiked club with a leather-wrapped handle. The wood itself is irreversibly stained reddish-brown with the blood of criminals. So what does persecuting do?
Hey.
Intriguing. Like a living prison, thick arms of coral have grown around an assortment of old weathered relics.
Of course.
Alright, well, Maneha, you're welcome, I guess. I think we're ready to begin the ritual. Let's just double check the journal of the dude, which should be in quest items. Journal of the High Abbot. Okay. In Halls of Silence. Curl my hands to the sign of the tide. Right is the wave, the left is a crescent moon with 2 outer fingers. The 2 outer fingers, so like these 2 maybe? And he goes up there. Okay, he takes the aspergillum, uses it like a lever. The water rises. And then you drown and he's fine. Okay. Alright, High Abbot.
Prepared now for the recitation?
Yeah, we can begin the recitation.
Very good. We shall commence the rising. First is Anthu. Last is Dianthu. For the tide comes at the end and leaves at the beginning.
Uh-oh.
I am Disaman the Ebb. Who comes this way?
Lore 8, I'm Saman the Flood. Lore saving us here. Thank you, Lore. Thank you, Lore.
Blessed be Saman, that washes over the shore and brings the end. Blessed be Disaman, that returns to the sea and leaves behind the beginning. A gift-bearer comes to Disaman and asks him to bear his burdens away. What token do you offer, gift-bearer?
I give myself, for a gift-bearer has no other tokens to offer. Again, that was what we learned from the story of the gift-bearer who got swept out to sea.
The token is received in Andra's name. Tell me of your burdens.
I have none, for all that belongs to Andra is forgotten.
In Andra's embrace, our burdens are lifted.
He appears pleased, he nods. Maneha sighs with relief.
The Tidebringer shows herself worthy of her charge. Your purpose here, Tidebringer, is to perform the ceremony of the rising. It is the transition of one phase of service to the next.
How much longer is this gonna be? My joints are rusting.
On the level beneath us in the Halls of Silence, our low-tide brothers and sisters have lived for many years, sealed by their own will. It is time for them to be relieved of service, and for the high-tide brothers and sisters here to take their place.
In the halls below you will find a relic, Andra's witness, an aspergillum for dispensing holy water, but also something more.
The device will flood the Halls of Silence. This is the rising.
Okay. What do I do when the rising is complete?
The high tide is to replace the low, and stand vigil in the Halls of Silence until the next rising. When you have completed the rising, bring Andra's witness to me here. I will show you the last of what you need to know.
Okay. Won't the people down there drown?
It is the will of Andra. Every monk assigned to the Abbey understands and accepts this.
He smooths back his thick stalks of hair with one hand. A grey strand sticks to his palm. He frowns at it, then looks back up and continues.
The monks here have all served as gift-bearers. We bear away people's most painful memories, and always a part of them remains with us.
He's right about that much.
In the halls of silence, memory itself fragments until it is no more. The halls are a reprieve from a gift-bearer's burden. In the end, the halls take all memory, but the process takes a toll, as you might imagine. After many years, when the process is complete, the rising is performed, to give final peace to those who dwell there. This is your charge.
Okay. We could say dying immediately seems preferable to losing all memory in the halls of silence, only to drown later. Does seem true, but I think that would play along here. I'll return once the rising is complete.
To reach your destination, you will need to know the sign of the tide, which is kept only by the High Abbot. It's said that it is the first knowledge lost when the Abbot joins the low tide in the halls of silence. Watch carefully.
He contorts the fingers of his right hand into a particular curl shape. Then with his left hand he traces an arc from center to end, simultaneously with his index and little fingers.
I trust you will perform your duty, Tidebringer.
Okay, I mean, should I be doing this? What's this going to do? So into the halls of silence we go. We should be allowed down now. I think we should... Oh, look, there's a secret I missed. Ooh, Gwyn's Band of Union. +4 intellect. Wow. Grants blessing 1 per encounter. Grants instill doubt when endurance drops below. Foe AoE dazed. Very nice. Gwyn was a young woman from Forked Vale who was engaged to be married to a farmer from her village. Her parents were thrilled about the match, yet, as the day of her wedding grew nearer, Gwyn suffered from horrible nightmares that she was suffocating. She would awake, gasping for breath, but otherwise unable to move. She told her parents about the nightmares and the horrible weight that seemed to press on her shoulders more and more each passing day. They assured her that the nerves would pass, but they didn't. On the morning of her wedding day, when the sky was still grey and a heavy mist hung over the fields, Gwyn snuck away. She thought a long walk might calm her, but the further she got from Forked Vale, the better she felt. By the time she reached Pearlwood Bluffs, she realised she had no intention of going back. She spent the night at the little roadside inn on the charity of the owner, and after a hot dinner and a good mug of ale, she enjoyed the best sleep she'd had in months. When she awoke, her hostess pointed her to Defiance Bay. She reached the city and quickly found the port. She had nothing of value besides her betrothal ring, which she traded for passage to a deer. Wow. And Ring of Unshackling. So, that's an amazing ring. What do I have? I've got that, which is really good. And this gives me minor protections. I could probably ditch those. Probably be okay, because we got our mental binding thing. So we could take this. When is it? This it? No, overseeing. This one. Gives me 4 intellect. Do I have intellect on anything else? I don't think so. No, somehow I've managed not to give myself any intellect. That's gonna be a big deal then. So that pushes my intellect to... I'm really smart now. 22 intellect! I'm so smart.
Hey.
That's gonna make our debuffs fantastic. And also, the bigger intellect will also help us. It'll make our mind web bigger, which is nice. It makes all of our debuffs or buffs last longer. It makes the mind web last longer. I think the bigger mind web is gonna be quite nice. Just help it be easier to land. I have to make sure to actually use that ring I've got. That special ring that gives me like a really big buff to all my stats. I need to use that more often. I forget about it. This area is forbidden. Kato granted me leave to walk freely. Though it begins, you may continue, Tidebringer. Be warned, the low tide have been in the halls of silence for a long time. Their minds are not sound. Your presence may provoke them.
Mind your center. You always knew this time would come.
I've seen the other side.
Keep an eye out.
I'll find its waters again, warm and soothing.
They're gonna go attack us, huh, when they see us. Low tide. Hello.
If you say so. Got it done.
Ooh. What's in here? Bunch of ice here. The massive coppery bones encased under the ice seem to be part of the hips of a giant skeleton. More of our skeleton friend. Okay. Where's this go? Ramparts of the Abbey.
Something over there.
Okay. Amulet of Health. Right. Why do we want to get up onto the ramparts? Oh, actually, I can guess. I bet that's how he got in with that grappling hook swinging from outside. There's a new grappling hook. Hello, friends. So yeah, I bet we could swing. Yeah, if we'd used that grappling hook on the hand outside, we might have got in this way. Intriguing. Let's see if there's anything out here first. Probably no harm in checking. Ways you in, yeah. Yeah, I really like that, the reputation system thing. And how people react differently. Oh, hello. Okay, this does not bring us out where I thought it would. I guess this was just to brought us over to there. Okay, never mind. Right. We actually had totally discovered the area. How bad. It'd be very difficult to sneak through here. Like, I guess some people would make a full stealth team and do that for fun. I think it would be quite interesting. So all of the stealth stuff is here in the White March Part 2, though. I also do feel like, so far, the White March Part 2 has been a lot more interesting than the White March Part 1. Not that it wasn't interesting, it was cool.
Make sure they receive extra. I'll not let them fall into the goddess's embrace with empty stomachs.
Their supplies are bountiful, sister. I have seen to it.
But, like, White March Part 2 just seems like much more different. More different, but it. Got a key. That would have opened the door. Sure that we just lockpicked over here. No matter, really. Looks like there is something back here. Perhaps some sort of secret way through. But let's go in through here. Let's see what the hell is going on. Low tide. Hello. Acrid and pungent smell climbs up from the depths of this pit. Oh. Low tide, people. Spooky. Door is sealed shut. Oh, we've got a soul here. Okay. Ring of deflection +9. Let's talk to this soul. We've got a bunch of skeletons frozen in the water here. Guys. Hovering over the skeleton, half trapped in ice, a faint trace of essence lingers in the cold air of the cavern. Reach out. Let your soul envelop the essence. Memories spread in a thin mist under you, dim and torn, their scattered fragments floating like motes of dust in the twilight. You walk into an oblong chamber. The stones of its underground walls glisten, still wet from the floodwaters. A hand clasps you on the shoulder. Hear her whisper, "Arthric, I don't want to look." The memory vanishes. Now all you see is a slab of stone. You're staring at it, just inches away from the wall. Your fingers trace circles on it, digging into the moss that clings on its weathered surface. You're not sure how long you've been touching it. Perhaps you've always been. A scream jolts you. It echoes thunder throughout the halls. Your ears hurt, a pain that digs deep, burrowing into your head like a twisted dagger. You run, others run. You don't know them, you can't remember them, but somehow you take comfort in their presence. Yes, they will help you with the pain, the noise, you'll kill it. The anger of the memory subsides and now you're sitting down on steps carved on rock. Dozens of skeletons lie below, beneath frozen water. Their jaws hang open, silent. Yet what's that? A low rumble, gargling, growing, deafening. You snap your head to the side, in anguish, and see it. The water rushing down the halls, pushing you in a torrent of white foam. You fall, your mouth open to shout, but your screams are muffled as it fills with water. Damn.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
So their brains get totally melted. And then they all drown. Got a cave that goes deeper. It's the cliffs of the Abbey? What is all this? Bunch of spiders. Hey, spiders. Nice to see you all there. Want to give us a blessing? Pretty good. Hit most of us. We'll take it. Julie spiders. Oh, look how big our mind web is now with our intellect. That's great. It's real nice. Oh, we still have one spider here. Death to the spider. Despite the icy sheen that covers these webs, their threads gently vibrate at the slightest disturbance. This has a dagger, some camping supplies, okay. So many camping supplies in here.
Hey.
That's all that's here.
Margaret's
See what's outside here. This is, again, another way in? I don't know. Might be. So... I don't know. Do we just flood this place and kill these monks? Like, even if they get free, their memories are gone. Would their memories come back if they left the Halls of Silence? Quite creepy. Quite creepy. Huh. Find out where this leads. Oh! Oh! Maybe I was right about the skeletal hand.
Hey.
Maybe I was right. Okay. You return to the precipice of a fissure that reaches down the mountainside. Okay. Yeah. So that, yeah, we totally could sneak in here with that. We could have grappling hooked onto that hand, got down here, and found ourselves in the Halls of Silence. Just made our way in that way. Huh. Huh. So I was right all along. I keep flip-flopping on this hand. Like, the hand doesn't lead us anywhere. Oh no, it does. Turns out it does. Huh. Yeah, I feel like
alright,
it's kind of difficult to know these things, but you could probably do some interesting stealth playthroughs, but you kind of want to know the game and where you're going, I feel. Let's maybe talk to these monks. They'll even listen. Oh. This doesn't seem to do anything. Why does it not do anything? Let's talk to the monks, I guess. Do I know you? No. The woman drags her fingers on the wall. Oh no, it does work now. Uh-oh. Oh, hello, monks. Bad monks. Bad monks. Very bad monks. Very bad monks. Alphas are paralyzed. That's pretty bad. Can we just shoot something? Is that possible? Oh my god, the monks are really strong. That's kind of scary. These monks are apparently like beast mode. Oh, we're all terrified, are we, of the monks? He's giving us a prayer against fear for some reason. Okay, there we go. He's getting shreked. Let's actually just drop a defensive mind web here. Try to protect us. He's in a lot of trouble. Can we do a really powerful heal? Our best heal. This is our best heal. Try heal Aloth. Poor Aloth is almost down. Okay. Aloth, I think you're just going down, bud. I don't know what I can do to protect you here. Do a draining siphon might work. I think we drop Symbol of Magra, and these monks are apparently insane. Do you have any other draining spells? I don't think so. What are your defenses like? Quite high. Drop one of these chaos orbs, bounce it around. Best we can do here. Try lock them down. They're super buffed is the problem. We could use this draining wall. For steals, yeah, that's what we want. We want this draining wall. Sucks out their effects. That will weaken them a lot, because this is nasty. Can maybe knock him down as well. There we go, knock him down. The draining wall apparently takes like 10 years to cast. Look, he's still trying to cast it. What's up with you, man? Why can you not cast it? That's weird.
Hey.
Anyway. Monks are super powerful. That's what it's like to fight a buff party.
So this is how Andra takes care of her own.
Hello?
Who's there?
Me. So we do need to drain their powers. Paralysis. Hello. Oh, you need 12 mechanics to pick this lock? That's kind of crazy high. Paralysis, my man. Tufts of downy grey hair sprout from the back of the man's scalp like shrubs. His lower lip curls inward over a row of teeth that appear to have mostly fallen out. A musty odor hangs about him like fog.
Is that you, Edith? I thought I'd lost you. I called for you. I wanted to search, but the blizzard lasted days. I'm so sorry.
He extends a hand in a gesture of apology, but then the fingers curl and he draws it back. He squints as if trying to see you better.
But wait. We did find you. When the thaw finally came, I saw you, rigid, frozen. You cannot be Edith. No, we are in the Abbey. Gift bearers. And you must be the Tidebringer.
Correct, I am the Tidebringer.
Then listen well, Tidebringer. Kauto does not know what he asks, nor did I when I performed the Tidebringer's duties so long ago. The halls of silence. They take our minds, memory by memory. It would be peaceful, we were told, like going to sleep. Look around you. We, the low tide, who have been sealed down here all these many years, do we seem at peace to you? We are lost, terrified.
Did not choose to be here.
Did we? We did. We chose it when we thought it was our duty, and that it would be peaceful. But the more we forget, the less we understand. Every day something familiar becomes strange. If I had known, I'd never have accepted my assignment to the Abbey. Nor would many, I suspect.
He made his choice when he was of sound mind. He's not himself anymore. Better to finish the ritual and release him back to the wheel.
What is it that the Tidebringer is meant to do?
The Tidebringer comes to replace the High Abbot. The ritual is called... It is called... The Rising. Yes. We carry so many memories. Tragic or dangerous some. We live above for a time, devoted to Andra. Then we come here to forget it all, wash our souls clean of the memories. When it is done, a Tidebringer is summoned. Those above, the high tide, they become the low tide. It means they are brought here to the halls of silence. But not before the old low tide are removed, drowned in a flood, and swept away. The Rising.
Kind of crazy, like, I mean, yeah, why not just kill them? Why suck their memories away? They're just terrified and then drown them. Pretty brutal, really. Who are you?
No one has asked me in I don't know how long. Who was I? I was the High Abbot, wasn't it?
This voice actor is brilliant. I want to hear all the dialogue.
High Abbot. Ferentis. That was me. Or the one before me, if not. No longer, though. I am just another brother of the low tide.
He sounds like he'd be a great voice actor for, like, Waiting for Godot or something like that, you know?
I remember a woman. Was she my wife? She had curls in her hair, and she spoke softly. What became of her? I carry so many memories that I took from strangers who wanted to be rid of them. I don't know what's mine anymore. And there are so many holes, every image a blur or a void. Would that I could be free of this place, free to make new memories, to know who I am.
order attacked me.
Few of us know friend from foe anymore. I may be the only one left who can still speak for us. They are peaceful in their hearts. It is this place. It has confused and agitated them. Please forgive them.
Oh, that's good. I ought to try that one next time I get nabbed.
What's it you want from me?
There is a relic, an aspergillum, it was called. What was it?
Thinks for a while with a pained expression, lips mouthing words.
Well, it doesn't matter. It controls the floodwaters, but also the outer floodgates. Andra's Witness! That is the name. It is down here, but I don't recall how to reach it. The High Abbot knows. If you can find out from him, you could set us free. Open the gates. We would leave in peace and finish our lives in dignity.
Are you certain it's wise to release the low tide in this condition?
We are all so old now. There is little damage we could do in this state.
You just beat the crap out of me.
I don't know. We had this old fella in Gilded Veil. Looked harmless, couldn't talk, but he'd bite you if you tried to steal his steak when no one was looking.
Once we are free of this place, we will be able to make memories again. The confusion and paranoia will pass.
I don't know, man. I don't know. See what I can do.
Use the door behind me. Safer that way.
Gave me a key for the door? Did.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
My gran had. Hello, low tide priest. The priests that are the problem. They buff the other ones. Attack, please. Attack, attack, attack. Oh god, there's a lot of dudes here. There are a lot of dudes! Can we drop a draining wall here as well? Where's the draining wall? Wall of draining. Yeah, just like that will actually be good. Where's she? You need to get in there and choppy choppy. We could time parasite these dudes, actually. Probably be okay. Yeah, you come up. Alright, let's see how this goes. You could... Okay, Yell is fine. Oh, she's stunned. That's not good. Oh my god, priests are horrible. Luckily we got this wall of draining. That should help a whole bunch. But a whole bunch of us are stunned now, which is not ideal. Aloth, I'd actually throw down like the safeguard on you now. This is horrible. And maybe drop some chaos orbs in on top of them. Oh my god, priests. Priests and monks are terrifying. They're so OP. Guardian stance. At least he's got time parasite. He's got the circle of protection. And exposed vulnerabilities will help take him out as well. That's good. We could drop another wall on top of them as well. Might be nice. Or we could drop... Gaze the Adragan will petrify if it hits. But if it hits is kind of the key word. He's getting wrecked as well. Savage Defiance. Quickly now. Quickly now. Oh my god. This frickin' dude. Can we paralyze him? Let's mind control him. Get him off of me. You need to drop like some pretty big heals here. We can do that. Here's some really good heals. Here's one. That will have to do. If I keep her topped up. Let's get the mind web up, yeah. Okay, then move over here. Get everyone, as many people in the web as possible. Alright, they're going to get Jesus, though. Frickin' priests. Frickin' priests, man. Now I've fought against them, I'm like, holy shit. I know what the enemy's been fighting against this whole game. They're so they've got so many defenses, you just can't lock them down. There's no way we let these guys out. They're like totally crazy.
The better part of valor
We can't let them out. They're totally crazy. And they're super dangerous. Goes this way. Okay. Great, we can't get through. Okay. That's why he wanted to send us the other way. He's like, it's safer. We probably want to rest, actually. We're getting wrecked. We're getting wrecked by these priests. It's the CC that maybe hurts the most. Okay, so there's a pit. Lovely. On the door you catch glimpses of shapes in the darkness. Wails and whispers, faint and erratic, echo from within the sealed halls. The door appears to be barred from the inside. It doesn't budge. Hello, friends. Oh, what the hell is attacking us from behind? Paladin is like super buff. Zealous charge. That's not good. Where's Maneha? Maneha, get in there. Where's Adair? Adair, you get this thing. Shit. Pathing is hard. Pathing is hard. Who's in there getting wrecked? Who dat? Oh, you? You'll be fine. Maybe you won't be fine. Drop a hit. I kind of thought Maneha would get in there as well. Get in there and like hard thingy. She's stunned. Great. Go, Frenzy. Right then. Mind web. And get me in there as well. Buff us some accuracy. Alright, now they're going down. Kind of. Frickin' monks, man. Paralysis monk? There we go. Jeez. Hey, Dragon's Maw shield. It's fully upgraded. Bash, Fear Aura, Superb Shield, Dragon's Breath. 1 per rest, it's a cone, does burn damage. Alright, cool. That's pretty awesome. Okay. And appropriate. This opens that grate. Okay, cool.
Easy now.
Here we've got this wall. Okay. Different scenes of an ocean shoreline are carved into 4 stone panels, arranged almost haphazardly at different heights along a network of rails. Inspect the panels. Panels are affixed to a set of rails that curve and crisscross in a pattern that reminds you of seaweed. There are 4 depressions in the wall behind the rails in which the panels look like they would fit. Panels show variously a barren shore, a city in flames, a flourishing city, and a tidal wave. Arrange the panels. Okay. So maybe it's like a flourishing city. Okay. Then maybe the city in flames. Then the tidal wave comes, washes it all away. Then the barren shore will not settle into the final depression. Suddenly the stone slabs begin to move on their own and revert to their original position. Well, shit. That's not right. Shit. Hey, Luciferns. Welcome to the stream. So... So, it has to start with the flourishing city. Then maybe a tidal wave. Then the city in flames. Then the barren shore. No! Damn it! Which one is it? the mural, and through the end, the flood, ebb, the beginning. Okay, so it starts at the end. So arrange the panels. So it starts with a barren shore, the end. Tidal wave, city in flames, flourishing city? Select the panels. Barren city, city in... Okay, so there's the end, the flood, the ebb, the beginning. So the tidal wave has to be second. Okay, so City in Flames is the end. Then we have the tidal wave. Then there's the barren shore. Then comes a flourishing city. There we go. Hey! Hey, we did it. That's it. That's it, boys. We got it. We got it. The remaining panels retract and lock into place. So yeah, it's a burning city. The tidal wave washes it away, and then a flourishing city comes. Then it burns, then it gets washed away. Yeah, makes sense. Remaining panels retract and lock into place. Behind the heavy stones, there's a metallic groan and then a steady whir. A small tile about waist high slides back. Beneath there is a carving. It shows an image of an ocean wave curled around a crescent moon. Let's perform the sign of the tide on the hidden carving. Curl your hand as Kauto had done and position it over the carving of the wave. Then, using your other hand, you trace the arc of the crescent with your index and middle fingers. A heavy rumble stirs in the ground, and from all around you comes the sound of rushing water. Ooh, it's sparkly.
Hey.
So I don't think it's a good idea to let the low tide people free. They seem very dangerous. Shh. You can open this up as well for an escape. See what's in here. It would be a good idea, Luciferns, to watch this back from the start, because this one's kind of crazy. Embedded in this deep semicircular slab is what looks to be a vessel for the sprinkling of holy water. In this context, however, it looks more like a lever.
You have acquired a follower.
There are images engraved on the wall behind it. One of a rising wave, one of an open gate. Rising wave. Faint trickle of water is audible at the edges of your hearing. It grows steadily into a roaring torrent. Yeah, I don't think we should set these guys free. It could be very dangerous. They're very violent. They're very violent. We don't know if we set them free that their memories are going to come back. Like, they already made their choice. Their memories and brains have been destroyed by this place. I think it's best if we just let them die peacefully. Well, not peacefully. Let them die pretty horribly. But then they can be reborn. I don't know. I think it's better than letting them go free and then just be wandering the world. Still confused, paranoid, not knowing what's going on. That's tough, though. That's a hard-hitting quest. Not over yet, either. Human voices echo through the stone halls, pleading, gurgling, screaming. Oh my god. And then, silence. With a click, the machine releases its hold on the strange rod. You pack the vessel away.
Orders are orders, I suppose. Hey.
Did we do the right thing, guys, or did we do something horrible? Oh, hello. Oh, here they all are now. New drowned people. What was that? Got something there. Arthex cord. Move speed. Interrupt when endurance is below stuff. Alright. What would you guys have done? Situation. Let's just check here. We got a lot of drowned people. Any more loot? Drowned people? What's it flashing at me as well? We have a quest, Grand Advantage. Grand Adventure, sorry. Alright. Let's see, did he end up here? He's gone. Washed away. Did it. Report back to the High Priest. Hmm. Okay, back to him, and he can take us to the reliquary.
Is it done then? And do you have the witness?
It is done.
I know what it is, to use that relic to call the flood. Even though it is necessary, even though it is merciful, it will stay with you. Always. One day it will be a new Tidebringer's turn to call the flood, when I am down there. And then another for you. Only then will we be free of it. Free of the memory.
He nods and puts a hand on your shoulder. The touch is tentative, and he withdraws his hand almost immediately.
Come, meet me upstairs outside the reliquary. There is one more thing to be done to complete the rising.
Okay. There's Halls of Silence. Is it up on the ramparts? No, sorry, it's here. Reliquary. Multi D20 says I really like this game. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. It does the mysterious and the tough choices really well. Really well. The story is brilliant. Obsidian always does. Obsidian always has really good story. Okay. Hello.
The Vale of Tears is only to be crossed by the High Abbot. Andra's witness is the key. Through the veil is the reliquary. When we are done here, pass into the reliquary, and your responsibilities will be revealed to you.
A voice from the deep.
The final step of the rising requires that you use Andra's witness to seal me below with my brothers and sisters.
There's nothing for a moment lost in thought. High Abbot Kyoto? Snaps out of his trance.
Forgive me. The rising. The final step. A slight correction. You will not be sealing us in the halls of silence.
Oh?
What? After all that?
The only way I will allow you to become the High Abbot is if you can kill me, and those who stand with me, here and now.
That wasn't what you said earlier.
I have made up my mind. Have you ever swum in the open ocean, Tidebringer?
Yes, I have.
Then perhaps you will relate. When you swim in the ocean, you are at the mercy of the current and the waves. It requires a great deal of trust. When I was a young man in Rawatai, I would paddle out in a small kayak and go spearfishing in the Gulf. One day, when I was swimming, I was caught in a rip current and pulled miles from my boat. I stayed afloat long as I could, but there was no getting to safety. It was night, and the water was black. I took a final breath and sunk below the surface. Then there came a glow beneath me. It was a moon ray the size of a caravel, if you can imagine such a creature. I saw it swimming up toward me, and even as things began to grow dark around me, I knew I was safe.
Go on.
I awoke on shore. That day, I pledged myself to Andra, because I knew she had seen me safely through, and that she always would. The glow of that moon ray has always been a beacon in my life. If I am sealed beneath, I will be forced to part with it, and 1,000 other memories that make me what I am. I will die, afraid and alone.
What about everything you said? About trusting Andra, surrendering your memories to her?
I thought I would be ready. My trust in Andra was absolute. But I am weaker than I imagined. I will defeat you and stay on as High Abbot, or I will die here, knowing who I am. Either would be better.
Huh. We could say Perception 15, Monks of Andra, you're right to doubt your leader's words. He no longer follows the will of our goddess. I could resolve, we don't know what that would be. I don't blame you. I'm losing my mind as well. I'd do anything to stop it. You are weak. If this is the fate your god has chosen for you, you should trust her. Actually, I'm not the Tidebringer at all. When I kill you, I'll leave this place in chaos. Listen, I don't blame you. I'm losing my mind as well. I'd do anything to stop it.
You have some affliction, then. We can take heart that one of us will find peace this day. Come.
Oh, wow.
One final test, Tidebringer.
He does not want to back down. He does not want to back down. Alright, well, Adair, you get in there. Are these monks? Yep, we got monks. Okay, you get in there as well. See if you can take out this monk. You can see if you take out this monk as well, I suppose. We're going to throw in, hopefully, some big spells here. You can actually go Deleterious first. You're going to go Minor Avatar. Might protect you from some stuff. I'm going to shoot, shoot this monk. That's the best we can do, I think. Let's go. Oh, there's more monks coming from the side as well. Isn't that nice? Okay. Frenzy. I am going to give her blades. And you could drop down. Are they starting to buff themselves? They certainly are buffing themselves. So let's drop the anti-buff wall through all of this. Should be good. Alright, we can drop our Devotions of the Faithful here. Because they're coming for us. Those blades, hopefully she can do some real damage there. I'm going to drop a heal on all of us. Drop this here as well. They're mostly dead then, actually. We can certainly drop the Blessing of Magran. Should be good against these guys. Actually, no. Drop this on her. Which is like a fire that heals, which should be good. And drop the Mental Link here. She's over there. Oh, she's stunned. That's not ideal. Drop a Savage Defiance. It should be fine. And drop Knockdown. Actually, I think we've killed everything. Drop another Knockdown. Yeah, we took him out. Beautiful. Alright, down they go. What's this? Robes of the Tidebringer. Light armor. Defense against Charmed. Grants Martyr on Unconscious. Gives a big attack speed bonus to everyone. The ceremonial garb of the Tidebringer. A devout Andrite elected by their conclave to take on the mantle of leadership at the Abbey of the Fallen. Let's see what it looks like. We also got some cool masks. Paladin helmet. That's cool.
Carrying too much weight.
Carrying too much weight. Oh, we are all full up indeed. We can ditch a bunch of this stuff. What does this robe look like? It actually looks kind of cool. I would wear that, except pirates Put all this stuff away. Alright, here we go. Okay. So up here. That's crazy. I did not expect them to turn on us. Looks like a way down, perhaps? What's this, though? Hello. Hello. Oh, the giant skull. Alright.
Hey.
I have no idea what to expect here, guys. We're all the way up here.
Of course.
What's down here first? Let's just take a quick look.
Flame and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Before we investigate the skull. Box here. Okay. Some stuff in it. Alright. Back here we've got another box. Camping supplies. Okay, great. What is this? What's the deal gonna be with the giant skull?
I'll keep an eye out.
Got like a way across here as well. This leads to somewhere. Where does this lead to? Halls of Presence. This is how we get back in, I guess. What is the deal with the skull?
A goddess who buys faith by hiding secrets is sure to have a few of her own. We should not be surprised.
Cracks on the jawbone suggest that a forceful blow separated from its skull. Judging by the distance to the nearby skull, a tremendous force severed this vertebrae from the rest of its giant body. Okay, what's over here? Got stairs that lead somewhere. Got more stairs there. What the hell? Here we've got some armor.
A new subscriber has been acquired.
Alfred Dapple, thank you for subscribing. What did that say? Sorry. That bit. The strange crystal formations of the rock, intact even after the collision against the thick bones of this giant skull, seem to radiate a warmth of their own. And then here we've got this thing. Lodged between rows of crystalline rock, a large fragment of metal protrudes. It looks as though it might be possible to pry it loose. Pull out the metal fragment. At the touch, the splinter of metal begins to glow orange. Heat surges up your hands and arms and envelops you with such intensity you feel as though you're melting down. Heat spreads to the world around you, turns it orange, then yellow, and then white. The ground, the sky, everything around you drips in molten globs. It begins to take shape beneath you as if in an invisible mold. You and the shard are the last things to melt and fall, and your addition to the molten pool completes the shape of an immense hammer. The metal cools as quickly as it had heated. The handle is gripped now by two great leathery hands, and the hammer is cocked back over shoulders broad and mottled as the hilltop. The wielder whirls around and heaves the hammer, and you are flying upward for what seems like ages into the airless blackness above. As you spin, you catch glimpses of a rock large enough to be a moon. It is close, far too close to the world. The force of the impact shatters hammer and stone alike. The rock is redirected outward, but a section of the front face is cleaved off and it begins to fall, splintering apart at the cracks. In 100,000 fragments blossoming outward in all directions, debris showers the atmosphere, trailing smoke and fire. Below, land and sea are far off, but gradually rising up. Look to the sea. The largest of the fragments, wide as the city, barrels downward in a fiery cocoon. Its size reduces as the edges immolate, but it won't burn up in time. It lands silently in the distant ocean. That wasn't very silent, but okay. Sending a column of water skyward and radiating ripples that spread like wrinkles in fabric. Then the sound comes tearing up through the sky. It sounds like thunder. Look to the land. Features are becoming clearer by the moment as you streak toward the earth. You are lodged in an enormous boulder, falling among other smaller fragments that heat and burst around you on all sides. Beneath you, snow-capped mountains rise up, dotted here and there by cities of stone and Adra. The impact will be the destruction of all of them. The shadow of your rock fragment is visible now, getting larger by the second. You're moments away from striking the ground when a massive shape throws itself into your path. The last thing you hear sounds like another rumbling impact, but it isn't what it is. It's a chuckle, relieved, breathless. You hear two words. Made it. Everything goes dark. You open your eyes. The metal hammer fragment comes free, and you now hold it in your hands. It's warm to the touch. The air around you is suddenly turbulent, spiteful. A cold, damp wind whips your face. Salt crystals collect in your nostrils and the creases of your eyes. Floor below you becomes blue-grey and glassy, churning and rolling. When you fall, you crash through the wall. Alfred Apple says, "My pleasure enjoying your YouTube videos the last month. Awesome." Violent waves hurl and spin you. Sometimes something slithers around your ankles, seizes you with incredible strength, and drags you down to silty depths. When the pulling stops, you're hovering at the center of an endless blue abyss. You can see neither surface nor floor. You seem to be facing downward, but there's no way to be sure. A voice sounds from everywhere at once, and the immense pressure wave of each utterance sends you reeling.
Deceitful wretch! Grave robber! You who dig for that which you did not bury, speak! Explain yourself and be judged.
I was looking for the privy. I seek a means of defeating an army that threatens my lands.
You seek what is mine, what was rightfully lost.
The outburst propels you, sending you end over end.
Your actions speak for themselves. The battery opened, the forge ignited. You conspired with souls that evaded my judgment. Saw them infused into the very thing they had stolen from me.
Oops.
The dwarves sealed their own fate. The forge was meant to be forgotten. And now, here you are again, denying peace to the buried.
Turbulence around you calms. Silt settles like a slow exhalation, and the vast dark seascape beyond the murk fades in. Rays of light trickle down from far above onto green-gold columns of kelp that rise from the depths and sway back and forth in the current. Fish and mollusks patrol them in groups of hundreds and thousands. The nearest pass you with watchful eyes. What do you mean the forge is meant to be forgotten? What's the matter if something is remembered or forgotten? It's in the past in either case. Well, she's the god of forgetting, so. What are the bones of one god doing sealed in the temple of another? Army that destroyed the dwarves, the eyeless are the yours. Yeah, what are the bones of one god doing sealed in the temple of another?
Do not play coy with a god, Watcher. I know you have seen his death. I feel it whenever a forgotten thing is taken from me. Abydon did not deserve to die here. This place, it was the least I could do to give his remains some privacy.
Abaddon's dead. Least you could do?
The least I could do for ending his life.
Whoa. Light drains from your surroundings. The kelp forest becomes a copse of black tendrils, stark and twisted as regret.
I called the moon down to me. Ione brother. It was against his wishes. He would not listen to reason. Would not listen to me. In his madness, he splintered the moon. But it was not enough. The greatest of the fragments still fell toward that which he would protect. In the end, he took position where it would fall, and absorbed the impact himself.
Whoa. I thought Belafa and Kalda were the moons.
Ione brother is their smaller sibling. Tiny next to them.
Small enough that the world would survive its impact. Wow. You make it sound as though you were the sane one.
The other gods knew what had to be done, but they lacked the will to go through with it. Even gods have their attachments.
So she brought the moon down on the world. Not sure why exactly yet. Abaddon smashed it with his hammer. Then when it wouldn't stop, he went to block the blot. He went to block the biggest piece, and it hit him in the head, knocked his head off, and this is his corpse?
To erase all knowledge of such a grand thing required unthinkable devastation. The Eastern Reach, Deadfire. Mine was the only solution. When I called down Ione brother, they remained silent. Even Abaddon. He knew it was for the best, but he tried to stop it all the same. Perhaps deep down I knew he would. I should have expected it. I could have stopped it.
Why the temple? Why the secrecy?
That time has been forgotten now. And so his death belongs to me. Everything he was before the impact.
But you slew another god. Surely the other gods know this. Surely Abaddon must know. Current surges through the kelp bed, pushing each plant sideways like saplings in a hurricane, propelling you backward amidst a torrent of wayward fish.
No! He cannot know! He must never know!
And he's back alive now?
Understand, he was not always as he is now. His body was not all he left behind. He was devoted to progress and industry from the beginning. But so too was he devoted to preservation. In those times he would let nothing go. Nothing could be forgotten. His will was iron long before his body.
What was it he was trying to preserve?
Time has finished much of what I started. I cannot tell you that, mortal, for fear of undoing all its costly work.
Preservation, so that was why he went so far to oppose you.
We agreed long ago, all of us, not to alter the course of Kith's civilization. Not directly. Not unless there were no other choice. But in this matter, there was no other choice. He understood that as well as anyone. It was for duty that he opposed it. I would have stopped it if I could, but by then it was too late.
That's something else.
You may ask.
What do you mean the Forge is meant to be forgotten?
It was never meant for mortal use. Such power, such truths lie within it. It can bring only ruin. When the Pargrunen came to the White March, they were peaceful. They shared common beliefs and purpose. Their visions for the Forge tore them apart. You have seen this for yourself. They would have destroyed themselves in the end.
A convenience that we'll never know.
You need only look to the history of your own civilization for assurance.
Hey, we're still going.
How many wars, how many fallen empires might have been averted if only their leaders could forget the objects of their ambition. I mourned the loss of the Pargrunen. Misfortune brought them here. They did not deserve to end so soon.
What does it matter if something's remembered or forgotten? It's in the past, either case.
Memories are the spirits of the past. You of all people should know their sway on the present, Watcher.
Perhaps more than I care to admit.
Mortals measure the worth of their lives in memory. Who will remember me? How long until I am forgotten? Memory governs every thought, informs every choice. It can fuel passion, understanding, love, or it can create obsession, madness. You have seen it plague many souls in your travels. Consider the old Watcher who inherited unspeakable crimes from birth, or the young woman who committed herself to Brackenbury for love of things she remembered she had, or the fisherman whose life became a sentence the day he killed his sister, or the Glonfathen boy for whom an old medallion was worth more than all the fruits of his labors. They could be free from their burdens, if only they could forget.
Their burdens exist for a reason, or their problems go deeper than memory. Simply forgetting does not make them go away.
For some, perhaps. But for many, the memory is all that remains of it. The fires of cold morn died long ago, yet vengeance still burns in this construct's mind. What is vengeance but a fire fueled by memory that consumes the soul?
A fun way to kill time?
Cold morn is not but a memory now. If it no longer intruded on her thoughts, no longer haunted her dreams, she could live a life of her choosing.
Cold Morn is part of her identity now. It gives her purpose.
So often do we confuse memory with identity. But memory is who we believe we were, not who we actually are. She would have a different identity now, a more peaceful existence, if she could forget what led her down this path.
I mean, that's again, she just contradicted herself, saying like, well, look, we're saying her memories make her identity, it's who she is. And she's like, no, your memories don't make your identity. And then she just turns around and says, oh, if we took her memories away, she'd have a different identity, which is exactly what we just said was the objection in the first place.
But I would lose my favorite conversation starter.
Light filtering down from the surface seems to focus on Maneha.
You cast your troubling memories aside when you had the opportunity. And you have found the peace you sought.
It's funny. I remember feeling bad, but I don't remember why. It's like having scars for wounds you don't remember. As long as they don't reopen one day, I can live with that.
The source of those wounds is long gone. The memory was all that could do you harm.
There was value in the memory despite the harm.
Even when problems have run their course, memory can be the stone that sinks you into the abyss.
The philosopher, nice, we can say, be that as it may, I must reject your moral paradigm because it engenders an incomplete conception of the good that fails to consider the importance of testing the soul.
Indeed. And what has led you to conclude you know better than a god, mortal?
The philosopher, here we go. Your supposition that peace of mind is tantamount to the overall good is a flawed premise. Empirically, we know that struggle and inner turmoil strengthen the soul as often as they strangle it.
That hardly sounds like an improvement on inner peace. Is that the extent of your argument?
No, actually, I submit to you that life is a framework to test the soul, and that an untested soul withers from disuse. Consequently, it is better to test the soul in order that it should thrive. If it breaks, it is no worse off than if it were not tested at all.
There may be hope for you yet, Watcher.
He loves this. Oh, that's a bad sign.
Your reasoning is interesting, mortal. Perhaps there is something to it. But it is not my will to simply do good. Those broken souls that fail your test, those are the ones I love most. For no other god will have them. What small mercies they ask of me, I will always grant. Was there something else, mortal?
Why did you pull down Ione Brather?
The great conundrum of a god is how close to become with your subjects. Too far and they lose hope. Too close and your own judgment fails.
I guess dropping a rock on their heads is one way to fix that.
Civilizations are meant to ebb and flow. Allow them to persist for too long in power or knowledge, and you invite catastrophe. There was a time when we let our sympathies get the better of us. When memories were allowed to persist that should have been washed away. The other gods could not be moved to act. I did what had to be done without them.
Talking about the Inquisition.
I speak of what is forgotten. I failed that day, but my purpose was achieved in the end. I will not dredge up the memory to satisfy idle curiosity.
So she tried to destroy the Inquisitors. And though she failed somewhat, she's like, they're gone now, so she did succeed. The army that destroyed the dwarves, the eyeless, are they yours?
What the world casts aside, I take into my care. A thing may be forgotten, but it is never alone as long as I am here. They were lost children, abandoned, fixed on a purpose that no longer had meaning. I took them in, gave them new purpose. I did not create them, but yes, they are mine.
They're Abaddon's. I saw them forged.
They were his once. I won't deny it. He created them as assistants to carry out his work on Eora. But he has long been the overseer of progress in the world. Leaving things behind has always been his way. I allow him to leave his past in my care, so that it does not hold him back.
You and Abaddon have a unique connection then.
I suppose we do. But then, the gods have always been able to accomplish far greater things when working together.
Nearby you see a shark pass through a school of fish. The fish scatter, evading the predator. Yeah, it seems like the gods are supposed to work together, but then they, like, kill each other.
Speak your mind.
You haven't given me the whole truth about the eyeless, have you?
Careful what you accuse a god of, mortal.
Water around you is suddenly icy. You can feel it sap the heat from your veins. Intellect. Abaddon didn't abandon those creatures. You made him forget them. Otherwise he might remember how he died.
And what if I did, mortal? It does him no harm to forget. On the contrary, it lifts a burden. If Abaddon remembered, it would threaten the harmony between the gods. It was not so long ago that conflict between us led to disaster in your world, and the death of one of our number. Memory is but an image we create to make sense of the present. It carries no truth or meaning but what we ascribe. A slight alteration to it, is a small price to pay for peace.
Wrong to deceive him. I expected better from a god.
Memory deceives. It distorts. It reimagines. This is no different. The peace between the gods is already fragile. It will not withstand another shock. Speak your mind.
What new purpose did you give the eyeless?
Some things that are forgotten must never be remembered. Not merely for the benefit of those who forgot, but for the entire world. There can be no second thoughts, no sympathy or stays of execution. The eyeless were born to fulfill this task, though even their creator did not know it. They are single-minded and relentless.
I mean, they kill those who remember what you want forgotten.
They do not flinch when called upon to do what is necessary. Kith owe them a great debt for the troubles they have hidden away. You may ask.
Deception 12. You say on one hand you had to call down Ioni Brather, yet on the other that you would have stopped it for Abaddon.
The death of a god is a calamity. You are living in the aftermath of one such death. Surely you can understand.
Perception. You said that sympathy can't get in the way. What about yours for Abaddon?
He deserved better. Of all the other gods, he was the only one who acted, who held to his convictions.
Goddess of relentlessness. Appreciated such a quality.
Yes. I admired him for that.
It's more than that. You loved him. Pull and push of the current becomes long and heavy like a sigh.
Whatever he was to me, it was not meant to last. Always our duty is to Eora first. I knew he opposed what I intended, that he would wish to preserve what I meant to destroy. I knew it would cause a rift that might never be mended, but I never imagined he'd go so far. I never imagined it would mean I would never know him as I once did.
He doesn't remember dying, why not begin again?
Because it might cause him to remember. No, mortal. Better that we should exist as we are now. What happened once must never happen again. Bad enough that I am cursed to remember it. You may ask.
I need you to call off the eyeless.
On the contrary, mortal. Their work must continue. Far too much was uncovered while they lay dormant.
They draw attention to the very things you wish hidden. In my dreams, I've seen them swarming over the Deerwood.
Those who know too much of the White Forge will be washed clean from Eora, and then the eyeless shall rest once more.
This isn't some lone tribe of dwarves. The Forge sees visitors from all over now. The eyeless will tear the Deerwood apart. It will never be forgotten. Sea life around you stirs back and forth, agitated, restless.
Even if it is as you say, there is nothing that can be done. The eyeless do not think for themselves. They have only the purpose that is given to them. They do not stop until the purpose is fulfilled. They will not change course now for me or anyone. I am sorry.
Gauto said they could be called off.
Only if those they pursue are no longer a threat. The Raid Serens were stopped before they could take the White Forge. In your case, Watcher, you are well beyond that now. And if what you say is true, then the Deerwood is as well.
As you're doing, you must intervene.
The interventions of gods seldom work out in anyone's favor. Our touch is too heavy. The world crumbles beneath it.
Says she, as she's intervening very drastically right now.
It is why we so often enlist the help of mortals. They execute our wishes with greater care. I have done far too much already.
Right, if you won't stop them, then I will.
Your determination is commendable. But the eyeless number in the thousands. You will need more than strength or luck.
Help of a god would be most welcome.
I will give you what aid I can. I bade the eyeless to remain hidden when at rest. They are gathered in the hollow of a great rock, splintered from Ioni Brather. It lies in a flooded crater known as Kairin's Scar. Know, too, that they were built to answer the call of their master's hammer. When they hear it strike, they come to its aid. If you were to take that piece of his hammer from here and reshape it in Abaddon's forge into a likeness of the original, you might be able to call them to you. But destroying them would be another matter. I know of one way, but only from the center of the Lion's Den. Only with their master's hammer in your service. If you can do all this, if you can reshape what remains of Abaddon's hammer and bring it inside their lair, I can instruct you there on what you would need to do.
I'm not 100% sure exactly why she's helping us now, but do what I can.
And I will see you through when the time comes.
I'll remake the hammer in the White Forge and stop the eyeless.
If you do not, be assured, they will come for you as they did for the Pargrunen.
An easy turbulence disturbs the calm like an unwelcome thought.
Careful as you approach the lake. When I claimed the eyeless, I made sure they would not be discovered while they slept. Many of my most devoted followers stand watch there. They will not allow you near. And there is something far worse. Something more fearsome and dangerous than any eyeless. Let us hope you do not attract its attention.
What is it? In place of an answer, a sudden surge in the current from beneath you sends you hurtling upward. The surface above you approaches fast, shifting and glimmering like quicksilver. You emerge soaking wet on the stone floor of the reliquary, gasping for breath as if you'd been holding it for hours. Wow, that was like a whole lot just happened right there, everyone. Whew, a whole lot just happened right there. What are our new quests here? The Rising Tide. Find the answers. The eyeless of the army. They'll destroy me and thousands of others to protect Andra's secret. So Andra advised me the eyeless will not relent until everyone with specific knowledge of the White Forge has been killed. That includes a great many people, including me. He believes that if I were to reforge the hammer of their creator Abaddon from a piece of the original tool, it could be used to destroy them. The White Forge will enable me to shape the fragment into a likeness of the original. Then their lair, need to recreate the hammer. So back to the White Forge, we probably go. Shall we see what's here as well? Just make sure we find all the loot that is to be found here, and then we'll head off. That was really intense though. Holy hell, a whole lot of stuff with Andra. And I mean, like, for Oliver saying like, oh, I've done this to keep things as they are, you know, I killed Abaddon, so like we'd never have to fight again and this would be fine. It's like, well, Aethys just got killed then afterwards, you know? Like, the gods don't really get on that well, do they? It's not really working. Like, everything keeps going wrong all the time. You guys keep fighting, keep falling apart. It just doesn't seem to work. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd also like her motivation was, I had to call down this moon, so I had to destroy the Engwithans. We need to learn more about the Engwithans, right? And Abaddon died protecting them. But to be fair, it's like the Engwithans, from what we know, they have these machines to like suck out people's souls. They have machines to like create zombies. Like, most of the Engwithan stuff we've seen going on has been pretty bad, which does make me somewhat sympathetic to what she's saying here, but I don't know. Let's see where this brings us. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Again, it's like, yeah, you can understand both sides of it. And also, I think, as always, one of the most interesting things about the gods is that they each have like their thing that they're really dedicated to. In her case, it's like forgetting things, and they see everything through that prism, you know? Like, it really distorts their view of the world. Really, really distorts their view of the world. Oh, we came out here. Alrighty. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Let's head out the frontier. Yeah. And that'll be the end of today's episode. I'll be back later to continue on. I imagine we're very close to the end of the White March. So we'll finish the White March in the next episode. Probably. Maybe do the Siege of Cragholt, then reforge Abaddon's hammer and face the Eyeless. We also need to face the Alpine Dragon as well. We got a lot of things to face. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, we'll do that. That should be good fun. And yeah, I'll be back later. So I'm gonna go cook dinner. Might be like an hour, probably a couple of hours, I'd guess, roughly speaking. I might like relax a bit too. But I'll probably come back tonight. Right, let's just head to the edge of the map, see if anything happens along the way. What's all this that's prompting me about? Nothing new to report, nothing happening. Okay. Hey. Good. But yeah. A lot of stuff happening. But yeah, that's the plan. So stay tuned, hit that notification button if you're wanting to watch it live. Ooh, we can go straight to the Foundry. Alright. I'll see you guys all then for more Pillars of Eternity. Thanks for watching. Things are really heating up here. See you then. Bye-bye.